Welcome to the Woodward Sports, the game. Braylon's Tailgate, sponsored by BlackRock, Gold Crown, and Mad Packs. We are here live in Ann Arbor. The backdrop is the stadium, the home of the 2023 national champs. And who they have today, the #1 team in the land, the 2024 national champions, but Michigan's bitch, 4 years running.
Let's go.
Let's go. We are here. We are dialed. It is freezing, but the vibes are absolutely through the roof. Nick, how are you feeling? Let's just start with how the vibe is right now, because the vibe is immaculate. Thank you for tuning in to the Woodward Sports, the game stream.
I will say I'm a little bit of a tailgate connoisseur, so I'm
You are the tailgate wins.
This BlackRock setup is unbelievable here at the Braylon Edwards Tailgate Takeover, and you know what? We got a special guest for you guys too later, and his name's Darren McCarty. He'll probably give in some keys to the game as well. I'm feeling great here in Ann Arbor, where you get to see a 5-star freshman quarterback go up against the #1 team in the country with everything on the line and still in front of you. I am so fired up that the Michigan Wolverines have a chance to do something special today. It's knock out the #1 team and beat your rival for the 5th year in a row. And I'm going to say, I'm feeling great. I woke up feeling good about it.
I woke up feeling great, and I can tell you why. Because it is piss cold out. Literally, you could not pee without it freezing out here. And that only favors Michigan, because when the going gets tough, that Ohio State folds, especially when they see the maize and blue on the other side.
Exactly. I think this kind of weather, this environment, we may be looking at some snow in the forecast as well. If it comes down a little early, we'll see as well. But that favors the Wolverines all day long. We got the quarterback, Julian Sayin, Cali kid. He's not ready for this Midwest Ann Arbor weather. I'm telling you that right now. You think he's going to sling it 40 times today? I doubt it. They're going to try to run the rock once again. They'll probably run into the teeth of this defense once again. But I'm feeling great right now. Specifically, that is one of the reasons why. Bryce Underwood grew up in Michigan. He knows about fall football, and he knows when it comes, the winter starts coming here. Julian Sayin is a Cali bro. Straight up Cali kid. Is he extremely talented, Brandon? Yes. He's extremely talented. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying he hasn't really played in this type of environment that he's going to see at the Big House in Ann Arbor as the #1 team in the nation looks to avoid an upset for the 2nd year in a row. 20.5-point dogs, I believe it was last year. 10.5-point dogs this year. Doesn't matter to Michigan because they own the mental edge and fortitude, and they're going to get the job done today. I'm feeling great about it. We got our crew here as well. We got Brendan and Brendan. Let's go. We got B2 Bomber. We got him back. Fellas, you guys did a hell of a job setting up. Want to shout you guys out. Just quick thoughts on the game so far. Are you guys excited?
I'm very excited, yeah. I mean, I'm just excited. I don't even know.
You sound out of this world.
He's so excited he can't even put the thoughts to the paper.
I can't. I mean, oh shit. Yeah, I mean, I'm just very excited. I think what happened last year. I mean, I don't know how you can't be excited for this year. I mean, you can be nervous, scared, whatever. With what happened last year? I mean, anything is up for. Anything can happen.
Can you hear me? Hello? I'm the resident Michigan State fan here, guys. And in this game, it's just kind of a weird vibe for me because I cannot root for Michigan in any game. If they were going up against the devil themselves, I could not root for Michigan. But
that's actually great.
With last year happening, I can never count out Michigan in this matchup until the day I die. That was one of the most shocking finishes to a game that I have ever seen. That was probably one of the biggest upsets in sports history. And because of that, I don't think I could count them out, especially when Ryan Day is still the head coach of that team. That's the key right there. That's how you guys can win, is if he loses.
Exactly. I like that a lot. And shout out Doughboy Steve, Keenan, Jason, Mark, Otto Clark, Wayne Weber. Shout out Jeff. Make sure you guys smash that like button on your way in. We will take you for the pregame show here. We got Justin Satawa in the house.
we got to start last year's game because we got to go through the storied history of Michigan kicking Ohio State's ass because that's all they know as of late. Regardless of that being the national champs, but that evens out. We're national champs too.
Yep.
I don't give a shit.
Let's go.
However, last year, Michigan pounded the rock. Khalil Mullings, time after time, got the tough yards.
Yep.
They controlled both lines of scrimmage. And we talked to Gus Johnson on the Braylon Edwards show yesterday, and they were chatting, and Gus said, when Ohio State sees the winged helmet, there is something about it. They quiver, they shake, and they play for themselves. They play as individuals, and Urban Meyer started that. When he was there and he brought, the shiny weapons, the receivers. Oh, my God.
Jermiah Smith.
Exactly. But they don't play for the O.
Yeah.
They play for themselves.
I like it.
Michigan plays for the Block M, and they're going to go out there today, and they're going to be willing to die to win this game, just like they were last year, and you saw it. And Michigan has everything to gain and nothing to lose. Well, everything to lose, actually. Ohio State has nothing to lose.
Yeah. No, I like
because they're in the playoff. They're going to be a top. They could lose. They will still be a top 4 seed. Oh wow!
Shout out! We have the Black Rock specialty right here. The best steaks in the game. Make sure. We got Chelsea here from Black Rock.
Hi.
She's delivered. What do we got here? What kind of steak?
Ribeye.
Oh, we got the ribeye.
We got the ribeye coming up.
This is first class service here. All right.
First class
I'm gonna go
service.
first.
Yes,
I'm gonna
of
go
course.
You go first. Check this out.
Enforcer cut 25-ounce ribeye right here.
25-ounce ribeye. Shout out. Thank you so much.
Here we got D-Mac in the back right here. Some of D-Mac's meat,
getting
baby.
in there.
Get that meat, Mac.
Yeah, you guys know what it is. Black Rock doing it better than anybody else in the game right now in terms of the meats. You guys know what it is.
Dude.
Shout out. This is elite, just like the way.
I've never eaten steak at 9:30 in the morning before, but it's elite. I can tell you.
It doesn't
Not-
get better
no-
tailgate food than this, man.
No steak and eggs
Yeah, I
for
was
you,
gonna
Justin?
say, never had steak and eggs.
Steak and eggs slash, but
Yes.
not like this Black Rock. Unbelievable stuff over here. Shout out to Mad Packs and Gold Crown as well. But I am with you, Justin. We got Mad Packs in the
house.
building.
Yes,
you guys
yes,
know.
sir.
Let's go. Mad Packs, Black Rock, Gold Crown.
We got Braylon Edwards sneaking up.
There we go.
Easy, my guy. Shout out the real number 1 right
Shout
here.
out Braylon.
Come
Let's
on,
go,
that's
baby.
my
Let's
guy.
go.
Bro, you fired up? Come on. Oh, he's ready. He's ready to go. He'll join us in a second. He's got to go get some babies and tell people what's up. But we are here, and we're having the best time. Well, I mean, no offense to Bomber. I love you. I love your family. But the steak is way better than your tailgate. I'm sorry. All love to the Bomberitos. They got good chili. They had everything. It was great. You can't beat 130 pounds of steak from Black Rock.
Yep.
Absolutely elite. And make sure you get your chats in, your super chats. The quickest way to get to us, especially if you want to talk some ish. And McCarty wearing red, better be Red Wings red. It is Red Wings red. He's rocking the Centennial outfit. He's dialed. But he's rooting for Michigan.
Oh, yeah.
Little criminal wearing red. I was in that same debate yesterday when I was debating on wearing my Red Wings stuff on the shows, and I was like, I can't do it. I got to wear my Michigan stuff. So to continue back to where we were before we were beautifully cut off by Black Rock.
Oh, yeah.
So Khalil Mullings, every single time, falling forward. The D-line was an absolute animals last year. And my one question I asked Gus Johnson was, who are the guys that need to step up and have a big game in order for Michigan to win this game? Because last year it was won by Kenneth Grant, Mason Graham, and Khalil Mullings. That to me was obvious.
Yeah.
So this year, I apologize.
I think it starts with one guy specifically, Justin, and I'm going to go back to that defensive line because if you know Ohio State, they are going.
You're going to love who he said, actually, but go ahead.
What, you want to surprise me after?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I want you to go, and then I'm going to tell you who it is.
All right, let's go. It's two guys specifically on this defensive line. It's Barham and it is Derek Moore. Derek Moore is flirting with double-digit sacks right now. He's been elite this season where he has just skyrocketed his draft stock right now. And in these types of games, you can make or break a career.
Yep.
Derek Moore right now as a senior, double-digit sacks. If you pick up a couple big sacks today, maybe you get your hand on a ball, deflection, you can legitimately take over this game with one play. Derek Moore on this line, make sure Julian Sayin is uncomfortable, and Derek Moore has to do that today, and Barnum. Well, so we'll see. Those are my two guys on the D-line getting to the quarterback.
Those are great options.
Not allowing Jermiah Smith to get down the field.
I'm absolutely with Gus here. There's one man that can win this game, and it starts with a 1 and ends with a 9.
Oh, man.
It's Bryce Underwood, baby, and I completely agree because the way that Gus was talking, and call me a fool for drinking the Kool-Aid per se, but he kind of made it sound like they're going to do whatever it takes with Bryce. If they've got to run it for 15 times with Bryce, they'll do it. And that's what I wanted to hear from him.
Yeah.
And Gus isn't really known for this, or maybe he is, and I'm not uneducated, so pardon me if more people know this but Gus prides himself on being a reporter. He loves talking to the players and hearing their stories, and that's why I believe him. He must have done some type of reporting to lead us that way, and that gets me so excited because if we see Bryce run 15 times today, I think you got a good chance to win this game.
That is music to my ears, Justin. That is what we have been preaching for all season long. At all of the watch parties that we've done all season long, I have asked for one thing continuously over and over and over again. And thank you guys all that have tapped in all year long for the Michigan Wolverines live streams on Woodward Sports. Yeah. Appreciate you guys. And it seems like Tau is right with you in the chat. Jerome Moore needs to call his best game this season, but Underwood in position to win. I believe that was put Underwood in position to win, and it starts with running the rock. Has it all set up for this big game, the game, to allow him to actually finally take off with some read options, with some quarterback powers, getting that big body in there, running him early and running him often, Justin? Do you believe Jerome Moore will finally let him go and unleash the 5-star freshman quarterback superstar?
I do. I don't know if it's going to be a read option like I want personally. I don't know if he's ready to make those types of reads, especially against the quickness that this Ohio State defense has. They have 4 first-round picks starting on their D-line. Like, that is no exaggeration.
Yeah.
They are literally insane. So I don't know if I want to put Bryce in that position. I want to keep it as simple. QB draws, QB powers, maybe some design, RPO, play action, roll out. That's kind of what I'm looking for here when it comes to Bryce. I'm trying to keep it simple. I'm trying to make sure that he is composed all game because just like on the other side, your the game is a big one. And I'm glad that Bryce Underwood gets to have it at home because I think that is a very big advantage for him against Julian Sayin. And I don't give a ish because I was talking to Shep, and Shep, I love you, man, but he said that home field and on being on the road doesn't matter. It does in college, in this type of situation. There's very few situations where the home field advantage actually makes this big of a difference.
Yeah.
And it's in a rivalry game, and it's this game right here because they haven't won here in 3 tries. This will be
21-23.
Yep. This would be their 3rd try going for
some
a
more
win.
Meat right here.
I'm good for now. I need to lock in for a second.
It melts in your mouth.
It's
insane.
Shout out to everyone in chat. Triple J779. Make Matt Patricia cry for what he did to the Lions. That would be cinema. I please. Hey, text Trav back. Hey, text Trav back. All right. Don't do that to my king. I'll pull up on anyone for Trav.
I let him know. Don't worry. I let him know.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Right there, on that point, Justin, real quick. I think it's such a good one because, hell yeah, we want this game at home for Bryce Underwood. I mean, this guy has
so much better at home.
He's thrived at home this year. He's completing 68% of his throws at home compared to just 57% on the road. And that's just, through the air. We're not even talking about his comfortability to run at home, pick up big first downs. I think Bryce Underwood truly is going to be a star today. I think you're going to have to let him cook and see some quarterback powers. I believe Bredeson's going to play. I haven't heard anything otherwise yet. So
the big one is Houseman. No ruling on Houseman yet. We need Houseman. He's going to be huge for covering Max Clare, who was Julian Sayin's favorite target last week, with Smith and Tate out. Tate and Smith are still questionable, and last night Ryan Day got interviewed, and it gave kind of a finicky answer when they were asking if he was going to play. I forget exactly what he said, so don't take this as the Bible.
Yeah.
But he said it was like, it's a great day to be a Buckeye or something, some like vague ass answer, and so no one knows that they're gonna play. I'm assuming they're gonna play. That'd be crazy if they didn't. But people were thinking he was giving 2022 Blake Corum vibes with that answer, that they're gonna play, but not actually. That's from Twitter though. I mean, Twitter doesn't have the most sane people of all time.
Yeah, we'll see here. I'm waiting on an update from Alejandro Z something. He is a writer for 240. He's an insider for 247 Sports, covers the Wolverines, does a great job. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, so I'm not going to try.
Yep.
But, yeah, I think that's a big thing moving forward in this game. But one guy that we will have back in this one, Jordan Marshall. The reports that came out were that he could have gone last game if needed. Luckily, Michigan showed up. And
what
Jordan,
an answer to, I'd never miss that game. Oh, so hard. That was his answer when they asked him if he was playing. He said, oh, there's no way I'm missing this game.
Yeah, big time. Yeah,
it.
Jordan Marshall has to be ready to go. He's going to have to, what we've seen the last years that we've been successful, fall forward. Get those really tough yards where you're tough sledding all day long, and you have to fall forward for an extra yard every single time. You're going up against the best athletes in the world that are going to Ohio State. 100%, and you got to outwork them. And I believe Jordan Marshall will do just that. But another Marshall I want to look out for, Zach Marshall.
Yep,
tight end. Get him going a little bit more. What are your thoughts on Zach Marshall, what he could possibly bring along with Jordan, Justin?
Zach Marshall has emerged as a very nice target for Bryce Underwood that he feels very comfortable throwing to, especially in that middle part of the field from 10 yards deep to 25 yards deep. That's an area that he really dominates. And what I really like about Zach Marshall is the way that he uses his speed, but also his body. He has a big frame. He's very good at blocking guys off on his back hip, making sure he has a clean area to make catches. I really like Zach Marshall. I think it's a great pull. I think he's going to be huge today in the blocking and in the passing game, because there's going to be a lot of third downs that the third downs are going to control this game. And I know that's a cliche, but that is how you win this game, is getting third down and manageables. You know, Michigan's going to have to play in front of the sticks. If they get behind the sticks, they're in trouble.
It's going to be a long day if that's the case. And with a young quarterback, if they can just pin their ears back and go after Bryce, that is when, you know, things could go south today, if that is going to happen. But I think with Marshall back, control it on first and second, use Bryce early in the running game, get to those tight ends. We've seen Bryce miss, you know, those easy passes sometimes this year, kind of overthrowing at times. Wide receivers, tight ends, not really able to catch the ball at times. They need to be on their P's and Q's today, 100% on those 5-yard gains, those 6-yard gains. They have to take what's in front of them, and I believe they will do that today. Michigan's going to come out, play sharp, play well-rounded, and I believe come out with it. Brennan.
What's up?
Wayne, we are not on the golf course. We are right in front of Pioneer High School.
Come say what up.
If you go to the entrance of Pioneer and then walk in, you'll see the Woodward Sports trailer. Come in, pull up. We got steak. We got weed. It's everything you could ever want. I don't tell a lie, okay? I'm sorry.
Steak and Kush, that's a dynamic duo.
I think an important thing to know about this game is where Michigan, I think this game ultimately depends on which Ryan Day shows up today.
Yes.
To be completely honest.
100%.
And I'll cut this shit right now. If Ryan Day brings his track shoes, it's going to be a long day. If he decides that he's going to air it out and he's going to try to sling it, unless Julian Sayin cannot throw in the cold, which we do not know. That is a fact. He has not played on the road in the cold, and he hasn't even played in the cold yet. Still, our corners are the weakness of this team.
Yes.
They are the worst unit by far. And that is concerning because Ohio State's best unit is their receivers.
Yeah, and that's why when you asked me the first time who are my main guys that I want to highlight, it had to have been Derek Moore and Barham, because they can legitimately take this game over if they're able to get to Sayin early. Hit them, throw them on the cold turf, and the big house here, get him out of his game a little bit so he doesn't feel like he has all day to throw, to gear up, get to Tate, get to Jermiah Smith, and get to that star tight end. So I think if Derek Moore and Barham could step up for these guys, it could really help out these cornerbacks in the long run. Which guy do you like a little bit more in this matchup against OSU? Do you like Barham or do you like Derek Moore?
I like Barham, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't. He's a game breaker. He's going to have to be huge today. He is such an athletic monster. The way that he can move laterally and up north and south is next level. That dude is a first-round draft pick at whatever position he decides to play in the NFL, okay? He is absolutely active. We're going to need him. He's going to have to get home on some speed rushes. He's going to have to make them have to throw it short, dump it down, and not allow that air attack to really get going, because Carnell Tate, even if you do stop Jermiah Smith, they still have another first-round wide receiver over there that's going to make it tough.
Yep, yeah, they definitely are. Well, how about you, Brennan? You feel good about one of those guys? Or do you have a different guy in mind maybe that you want to see something out of?
I feel really good about Barham. I mean, he really needs to have a gigantic game today. I feel confident that he will. I mean, he is one of those guys. And, we really need our defense to step up today. And I imagine Smith and Tate are playing. If they are, we need to find a way to lock those guys down and not let them
Did you find an update on that?
do.
Those two specifically? No.
On any of the injuries?
No, I have not heard a single word yet.
So
Probably waiting to come out.
Right now, I'm assuming we're just going to list all of them as questionable because we don't know if they're playing or not. And that list includes Houseman, Smith, Jermiah Smith, Carnell Tate. I don't think I'm missing anyone. Michigan's pretty healthy.
Yes, they are right now.
And what I really like about Michigan, too, is the O-line has become a lot better.
Yeah.
Even in that Northwestern game, even though they didn't put up a ton of points, that was because of the turnovers. They were getting a good push. They established a run game. Jordan Marshall was getting loose. They have the ability.
Yeah.
I have no question that this offensive line can come in here and have a day. I understand that there's so much blue chip talent on the other side, on that D-line.
Yeah.
However, this offensive line has played well. They are tough. They are physical. And I do believe that they are going to find a way because that Maryland front is solid. They're no Ohio State, so don't twist my words like that. But they are a solid, middle-of-the-road college football D-line. They dominated them, and I think that's the perfect momentum because even without Marshall, Kuzdal was just falling forward 3 yards at a time, 5 yards at a time. They couldn't stop him. And even with Jordan Marshall in the game, I expect to see a little bit of Kuzdal because he deserves it. He came in, and it keeps Marshall fresh. You saw what using that goes back far. Corum and Edwards, when they both were playing, the combo was so dynamic. And even last year with Mullings and Edwards, the mix, the slight mix, where it keeps them fresh and slightly off balance. And you have these because other than their D-line, there's not a lot of rotation with the defense. So when you start wearing down that second level because you're just smashing them time after time, run after run, no finesse, straight smash-mouth football like Michigan's going to play today, it's going to become tough on Ohio State. They're going to attempt to break their will today, and that is going to define this football game. If Michigan breaks Ohio State's will, they will win the game. If they don't, they'll get blown out.
I'm with you on that one wholeheartedly here, and I know one guy who was Michigan legend. Is he coming on right now?
I'm not sure.
Yep. All right. We'll see.
Let me find out.
We'll see if he is. But, all right, I'm with you, though. They have to break their will. They have to run the ball. And I honestly think that we're going to see for the first time in a very long time one of your best rushers being your quarterback, being Bryce Underwood. They have to let him loose. They have to let him go. And they have to let the freshman five-star cook. He has the attributes. He has everything ahead of him to take over in this game, pick up big first downs, just like another freshman legend at the time. We got you, Braylon. We'll get you in the chair here as we have Braylon Edwards tailgate takeover.
The man, the myth, the greatest wide receiver in Michigan history, one of the best college wide receivers of all time, and I am so lucky to call him my friend. This is Braylon Edwards. Braylon, how are you feeling about the atmosphere, first of all, and second of all, the game?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. It's good to know that Sharon Moore and this Michigan Wolverines team, obviously with the Ohio State, can still garner this much attraction. You know, you come up here and it's starting to get crowded. It's starting to get thick. You're starting to see the helicopters circling, the planes circling. You're starting to see the Goodyear blimp. And then you got game day down the street. You got ESPN, Fox Big Noon kickoff. And then you got Woodward Sports sitting right in the heart of it over here at Ann Arbor Pioneer. So excited to be here.
Yeah, this is awesome. I mean, the atmosphere, I love the little chill in the air. It gets me going because that breeds that smash mouth football that Michigan wants to play today.
Yeah, 100%. I used to say, when you can't see your breath, it's not real. You know, it's not a real good until you can see your breath. And I'm looking at Brendan out here. I'm looking at the crowd. You can see the breath. You can see it formulated. But this is what it's about. You know, the pads, they hurt a little bit more when you're playing in this type of weather. The hits there, they sting a little bit more. You stay down the ground a little bit longer. It takes the juices a little bit longer to get flowing in this game. So it's one that whoever hits that, the point of attack man who's ready to be the most physical, they're going to win this game usually every single time.
So I joined you yesterday, and we had a great show.
We did.
And you gave me the honor of talking to one of my idols, Gus Johnson. I asked him.
Oh, baby.
Yeah. Down the sideline.
Hey,
all right, anyway.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
I want to know who your key player is to winning this game. Who is going to make the difference for Michigan to get this W?
Man, you put on one person, that's kind of tough.
I asked Gus gave me three, so you can take that route if you want to.
You know, Critton is the one that Gus said that I didn't even think about, and that would be a big one. That'd be the starting center for the University of Michigan Wolverines. He's going to have a hard time up there at that offensive front, or maybe it'd be a good time depending on what the type of preparation that he's put in. But I'll go with one that makes sense, man. Andrew Marsh. You know, you brought him up yesterday, and I think it's a good one. I played the position, so I think it's a fitting one. But the scenario, in days like this, yes, it is a physical game. You're looking for the running backs to do their thing. You're looking for the offensive line, defensive line, fight at the point of attack, man. But there's always wide receivers that come to the forefront and make plays in these games, man. And you're going to have to make plays down the field to beat this Ohio State team. They can put points on the board with the best of them, maybe the best in the nation at doing so. So you're going to have to put points on the board. Andrew Marsh is a guy showing you he's ready to make big plays. And usually when the ball goes in his direction, something good happens.
Yeah, it does. And so last year, 23 combined points between the two teams. Yeah. Do you expect it to be more of the same, or do you expect this to be a little more offensive?
I think it's a mix in there this year. Like, I don't think it's going to be high scoring like that, but it's definitely not going to be 13-10.
No rock fight?
No, it won't be a rock fight. I think it's somewhere in the tune of 24 to 20, somewhere around there. I think that's what you get, 24-20.
I like that score.
And of course,
I like that too.
You know who's going to be on the winning side of that.
Braylon, I got one for you here.
Okay. Yeah, it's cool.
Bryce Underwood gets his first test at the rivalry here. What are you expecting from the five-star #1 recruit from the state of Michigan? Do you think that's going to benefit him in this game against Ohio State?
Yeah, 100%. It's something about having the same air that you played in your whole high school career, being down the street. You're talking about 20 minutes. That's how close he is to Belleville. So that definitely will help. But also, too, I think just be himself. I think Michigan is starting to allow him to be more relaxed. The thing that got you to Michigan, the thing that got you to be the #1 ESPN player, you a dual threat guy. You got out of the pocket a little bit. You run. You trusted your legs. You made some moves. You made some plays on the move, you know what I'm saying? And you trusted your arms. So just be that guy. No second guessing today. Today isn't the day to second guess and try to go out there and be perfect. Well, we don't want it to be perfect.
Yep.
The game's not supposed to be perfect. This is supposed to be somewhat of an ugly game and plays have to be made. Go make those plays. That's why you're here. That's why you're the #1 player in the country coming out this year.
And how do you go in with enough confidence that, and obviously you've heard him talk. He is posed, he is confident. We know that. But how do you take that confidence and bring it to real in-game success against the best team in the country in a rivalry that you can't even fathom until you play in it? I can't even fathom it.
Yeah, it's true, man. He's definitely a very mature 18-year-old, man, so he'll be able to come in with the same kind of thing that got him to high school. Also, too, he has guys around him that have never lost to Ohio State. He has coaches around him that have coached in this rivalry and beat Ohio State. He has players that have played at the highest points, man, that made plays in this game. So you bring that energy, you bring that confidence, and you bring that track record into this game. You can help a young guy out who's going through his first time in it. because this team, we know the rivalry. On that other side, Julian Sayin can't say that. He can't say he's been with a group of guys all week that knows what this rivalry is in terms to close the deal, to close with a W. For as much as they make about Bryce Underwood being the young man in this game, Julian Sayin on the other side, he's also a young man that's going to have to face a defensive coordinator that also comes from the NFL and Wink Martindale. So as much as made as Bryce, he's got a lot on his hands too.
Yeah, I mean, he's a Cali boy. It's first time playing in
this
this type of
cold up
weather.
here.
Oh, yeah.
A little cold up here.
Still questionable if Jermiah Smith and Carnell Tate are playing. Do you believe that this is a 2022 Blake Corum situation, or do you believe this is just smoke and they're going to play?
I think it's smoke and mirrors. I think they both play. There's no way in hell they don't play in this game. At the end of the day, they've already got the natty. I think this game this year means more to them than the natty does. Gus Johnson said that. I had to think about it. He might be right. Yeah, I think this is for all the marbles. Jermiah Smith's still going to be a top 3 overall pick. You know, and the year comes when it's his time, so does the other couple guys. But what you can't do, you can't close the door on this rivalry if you don't play in it. You know, to have those guys win and you not playing it, if that happens like that, it's something you'll never forgive yourself for. And if you lose and you'll be let those guys down, those guys are playing smoke and mirrors.
You talk about a track record, Braylon, and a track record of losing has been Ryan Day's the last 4 years in this rivalry. What are you expecting today? Is he going to continue to kick himself in the leg, you know, or is he going to go out, use his explosive athletes, and go out and try to, you know, take it to Michigan? What are you expecting out of Ryan Day?
According to Jim Harbaugh, the man born on third, correct?
Exactly.
Yeah, I think, you know, that comment sparked something in his head. You know, he's never been able to get out of his head in this rivalry. So for him, I think getting the national championship out of the way, it had to have helped him. He's the number 1 team in the country right now, and they're playing some really good football. Like, that has to help. Like, that confidence level has to be there for him. So I don't imagine him trying to win the Michigan way. Like, he doesn't need to win the Michigan way. He just needs to win that game.
Yep.
You know, but at the same time, we haven't seen that he can do that. Sharon Moore comes in these rivalries. He comes in this game, and he's very relaxed. He's always very relaxed. He seems cool at the podium. He seems cool with his team, no matter if there's guys that are injured, guys that are not injured, guys that are playing, and vice versa. So whoever's a guy that's chill and whoever's the one that blink first, they're going to lose in this game. And that's typically what's happened over the years. The guy that blinks first, they're on the ending side, losing side.
Definitely. I got one more for you right now. Justice Haynes, running back, Michigan. Sadly not going to be able to go in this one. What kind of player are they missing without Justice Haynes and going for Marshall to get the start?
He's a hell of a player. And at one point in the nation, you could look at him as a Heisman kind of hopeful early on in the season, and the numbers he was putting up, and it was looking really good for us. So it sucks to not have him. But the good news is they still had 2 other running backs in Marston and Cusdow, who both also have had 3 touchdown games. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't against the likes of Ohio State, but it's still behind an offensive line, and it's still gaining that confidence and that control. So you got 2 guys that have gone over 100 multiple times, 2 guys that have rushed for 3 touchdowns in the game. So you got some experience there. So you may not have Justice Haynes, but what you lack in that, you make up in 2 running backs that can change the momentum and the pace of this game. So don't count Cusdow out. You know, I know Justice Haynes is definitely, he was amazing. Cusdow's not that bad. And then Marshall, he's a big back and he bruises guys.
What do you think about Ohio State's running game? Because the talk in Ohio is that is one of the weaker points of their team, regardless of Lamar Bo Jackson having one of the most legendary names of all time. However, they seem to be worried about their ability to pound the rock against this Michigan front.
Yeah, 100%. You know, this isn't the Ohio State teams of old with Judkins and Travion Henderson and the running backs that they've had at times. But, you know, Bo Jackson has shown that he can make some plays. Donaldson has shown that he can make some plays, too. We'll have to see, because that defensive line for University of Michigan, they haven't necessarily done bad against the run this year. And if they're not going to be able to run the ball against Ohio State, I think Donaldson will be the key. Bo Jackson, I don't know.
Yeah, Donaldson's a bowling ball back there. He's a big back, power back. I think that's what you need in this rivalry, especially when it's this cold, because those hits are so demanding.
The crazy thing about it, not to cut you off, is they run the ball more than they pass. I know that's the misconception because of if you look at Julian Sayin.
No, it's wild.
It's the misconception. They actually run the ball more. So the fact that they run more and you don't know, it says they try to really get that run game going. If they can't get that run game going against Michigan and the guys are already kind of for dare I say, in air quotes, GIMP, it might be a situation for Ohio State.
Braylon, you've gone up against some of the best safeties of all time, and Michigan's going to go up against a great one today in Caleb Downs. What do you expect to see in that matchup? How do you take him out of the game and not allow him to dominate it?
Yeah, you got to show him multiple looks as offense, man. You got to go some three-wide stuff, put him on three-wide side. Keep him where you want him. Keep him where you want him, and obviously keep extra tight ends there if you're going to try to run the ball so he doesn't come down and blitz. He's really good at that and filling the hole. So I think you keep eyes on him. I think you keep tight ends in his area and send him more tight ends, send him more wide receivers than he's really can handle.
And that's why you have to make sure that there is a downfield passing attack
100%.
today, because you cannot have Caleb Downs sitting in the box.
You can't have him like an extra linebacker.
No, because that's where he is at his best,
Yeah.
when he can be that hybrid safety moving everywhere across the
Kinda
field.
like Jermiah Peppers was.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
He is a matchup nightmare because he can play and do so many things. He's a lot like Brian Branch. He can cover. He can play the nickel. He can be in the box. He can blitz. He can do it all, and that's what makes him such a threat. So you have to make sure that you are balanced offensively so that you don't have him just bearing down on that line of scrimmage.
Yeah, 100%. Like you said, he's a monster. He comes down in that box, man. And he, like you said, is very similar to Jermiah Peppers and the things that he can do, man. But Jermiah Peppers, he was always off kilter a little bit, man, when they sent tight ends at him, when they ran routes in his way, when you run some running backs out of the backfield on some angle routes. Give him some looks where he can't just focus in the run game and focus on tight ends. Yeah.
Speak to how the hits feel, because Gus said that we're talking about Gus Johnson.
Yeah.
When the Buckeyes see the winged helmet, they quiver. There is a feeling that goes down their spine, and it's engraved in them now, because they have no one on that roster who has beat Michigan.
Yeah, I think once upon a time, Ohio State was definitely a physical team. You look at the defensive linemen that were coming out there, it was the Bosa brothers, or it was Chase Young, and some guys early on. Like, those guys were physical, those guys were mean. Somewhere along the way, they turned into a finesse school that cared more about the offensive side of the ball in terms of passing the ball down the field, running games, quarterbacks throwing for over 4,000 yards. So they got a little bit softer, and you see it in the rivalry and how it turned. 2021 in the snow game, it turned. You start seeing guys run away from, the blocks, or guys not being able to block Aiden Hutchinson on triple teams and double teams. Him saying, come this way. That's when that physicality kind of started. And you haven't seen the same Ohio State since in that regard. So we'll see. Can they be physical today? They got some dogs over there, man. They got Reese. Reese is a hell of a defensive lineman on that side. They got some players, like you said, down. Can they be physical in this one? It's cold as hell outside. All the marbles on the line. What time is it?
Game time. There we go. Aiden Hutchinson took over in 2021. Absolutely made C.J. Stroud running, looking like a fullback there. First time you got the dub. It was snow falling down. Poetic scene here. Who can take over on this defensive line here, Braylon? Is it Barham? Is it a Derek Moore? Are you expecting maybe one of the interior guys? But if Sayin has all day to throw back there, we might be in some trouble. Who are you expecting to step up on this defensive line?
It's got to have to be Barnum. Like, look, for as much as Moore has done this year, and the linebackers have really stepped up, and their physicality and their play kind of led the defense in the second half of the season 100%, but it's going to have to be Barnum. He's the guy that causes chaos on the line of scrimmage. He's the guy that can line up off the line, get to the quarterback, disrupt some things, and even play well in the run game as well. He's a guy that has to be a monster in this game. If Julian Sayin, you got to keep him off kilter. He's balling right now. Like, you look at the stats, he is balling. He is playing a much better brand of football than what Howard did last year for these Ohio State Buckeyes. So the key, got to get him off his square from time to time.
All right, I have a question for you, and this is more in the hypothetical realm. So let's say Michigan beats Ohio State.
Yeah.
Okay? Texas
you
with
mean,
a...
You mean when?
Yeah, when, yes.
When?
Texas
There we go.
just beat Texas A&M.
Saw that.
They beat number four in the country.
I said that on the show. Remember I told Gus?
You did.
Gus said Texas A&M win national championship. I said they're not going to beat Texas, but I digress.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a shocking upset. I can't lie. I thought Texas A&M was going to take that. I've been riding Texas A&M all year. I think Marcel Reed is very good. Yeah. However, a lot of playoff conversation about the fact that because Texas went and played OSU, they are being penalized for playing that type of game. Do you think that there is any chance that Texas jumps Michigan and makes the playoff over Michigan?
Nah, just from the simple fact that, Ohio State is the number one team in the country, and they've been the number one team in the country for the whole year. This will be the best win that any team has had this season. When you put it like that, now you look at the other two losses. Yeah, there were some ugly games in there for University of Michigan, but there's some ugly games. When you add 12 teams into the playoff, there's going to be a lot of ugly games that some of these teams have. And they lost to USC, who was a top 15 team, and they lost to Oklahoma, who was a top 10 team. So at this particular point, those wins don't look as bad as he did at that particular time, and you beat Ohio State, I don't see it happening this year.
Yeah, I don't see it happening either. I just think it's an interesting conversation because I don't think a 3-loss team has the legs to make it in, especially with even Michigan. Michigan needs help getting in.
100%.
Even if they
And
beat
they're
Ohio
2-loss
State,
team.
there's still only a finite amount of spots. There's a lot of 2-loss teams in there that you're either going to have to bump out Alabama, you're going to have to bump out Notre Dame.
Yeah.
One of those brands is going to have to be knocked out because those last 2 seeds are for the ACC and for the G5.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to get all the way up to 10 to be able to get into the playoff.
But this is why I hate that big business. This is why I hate that money runs, a lot when you're talking about bowl games, when you're talking about NCAA championships, when you're talking about basketball, whatever it is, because money has ruined it. It does not take 12 teams to decide who's the national champ. At no point in time do you need past 6 teams to decide who a national championship is. Once you start getting the teams that love 2 games, 3 games, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? So when you have that, now you have these situations where, maybe we picked this team because it's this brand, and they have 93 losses, but they played at Ohio State. Now it gets to too much figuring. Keep it very simple. Who are the top 5, 6 teams in the nation? Have them play for it like we used to.
Yeah, I think that on a given year, there's about 6 teams that could possibly win a Natty.
I agree with
I
that.
thought that 8 was the cutoff. I thought that 8 was the perfect size. It's all the elite teams. Like if you think about a hypothetical playoff from this year, it would be Georgia, it would be Texas A&M, Ohio State, literally every of the best teams in the country. And you chop off all those 2-loss teams, and it makes it. You have to be elite.
Only thing about 8 is once you get in 8, you start getting to the 3rd best teams in your conference. Once you get to 8, now you can have a team that finished 3rd in their own conference, mess around to be national champ. If you can't finish 3rd, if you can't
I don't think conference 3s get in though. Because you have the 4 champs of the P4. I don't want G5 to have a bid. I'm so sick of that shit. I can't lie. But you're the top 4 from the conference, and then you have 4 more teams. There's no way. There might be 1/3 that comes in.
2 years ago, Ohio State, Texas, and Georgia would have got in. Not Ohio State. Alabama, Georgia, and Texas would have got in. They're all in the same conference.
It would have been Notre Dame.
2 years ago.
So you would have got 1 3rd-place team.
My point.
Would that have really? We're just outside
Semantics
the cusp.
at this point.
Yeah, but do you think the 3rd team in the SEC, they have a legitimate chance to win the title? I mean, that's Ole Miss. Ole Miss is a very good football team. Their only loss is to Georgia. I think that they have some validity to be in a playoff. So I think 8's the perfect number. We won't get it. It's going to 24. We already know. Gus said it the other day.
Ole Miss will never win a national championship. Just to let you know that.
No, I don't think they will. $10 super chat from Kenyon
out.
Juro. Appreciate you, man. Ohio State doesn't have a rivalry anymore. They have a 4-year annual appointment with disappointment, and it's time for the 5th straight dose of reality. Shout out. I like that.
I like it. I absolutely like it and love it. Because one of those things about this game is until you show that you can, you can't. So all this about what Ohio State is, man, that's very nice. They won the national championship last year. They won every game they played this year. They've won 100%. They deserve to be number 1. They have not shown you in the last 4 years that they could beat Michigan. And they haven't showed you whether they were the better team in the rivalry, which has happened a couple times, whether they were a much better team in the rivalry, whether they were just an even team. They have not shown you that they can beat Michigan. And so until Ryan Day does that, this conversation is a moot point.
It's Michigan.
Yeah.
All day. And until that fact is proven. We are at Ann Arbor Pioneer, by the way. If you're looking to pull up, we are right by the front entrance of the school. You will see the Woodward Sports van in tent. If you want to pull up, we got steak from Black Rock. They're hooking up. And it's Braylon's meat. It's D-Mac's meat. I don't know what it is. But shout out to Braylon for pulling through.
For sure.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
Go Blue.
The Michigan
Shout
legend.
out Braylon.
24-20.
24-20 is the official prediction from Braylon Edwards. Thank you so much, B, for joining the set. We appreciate you. And shout out to Mad Packs and Gold Crown as well, making sure that they're holding it down as well. We get Nick back up here, and we got lots more football to talk about.
Shout out Braylon.
Hey, he's the man.
For real.
There are hundreds to thousands of people that want to meet him today, want to see him, talk to him, and he takes the time. He takes a good 15, 20 minutes, comes, sits down, talks some ball with the boys. We appreciate Braylon. He's the man, and we're here. We're ready.
We here.
We are. How long are we? We got Oh, damn, we're actually pretty far.
I was already
45. I'm way too dialed for an hour 45. I thought we were like 45 minutes from kick.
Yeah.
I was getting ready.
I know. That had me that got me in the right mood for this game right there. Listening to, the former All-American talk and the former top 5 pick talk about this rivalry, what it means, keys to the games, Braylon Edwards breakdowns, phenomenal right there. So shout out to Braylon, the GOAT, the wide receiver. We did ask him about Marsh, but another wide receiver that we haven't talked about yet today, quite yet, is a guy who is playing in his first game this season. It's Donovan McCulley. He needs to be a big play, explosive guy in this game. Andrew Marsh is going to get a ton of attention from this Ohio State defense. I'm expecting McCulley to have some one-on-one opportunities. Donovan McCulley needs to show up today. Do you think he can win those one-on-ones when he gets them?
He has to. It doesn't matter what I think. He has to win them because Andrew Marsh is going to garner so much attention because he has shown on the tape the last couple weeks that he is the weapon for Bryce Underwood.
Yep.
Donovan McCulley, when he does emerge, he really makes this Michigan offense go. It's when they're at full force because they actually have 3 legitimate touchdown threats at any point. They have McCulley because McCulley after the catch has been very good lately, and that's something you have to use too. I think when you call screens, it's got to be tunnel. It can't be the BS, no movement on the side where they're standing still and Ohio State has the time to bear the pressure down on them and let those safeties and those linebackers bring the pressure. I mean, they have great players. They have Sonny Styles. They have Caleb Downs. It's going to be tough, but so everyone has to be ready. It has to be full force. And I guarantee you right now, I swear I will crash out if this offense is based around screens today.
I'm with you. You got to take your shots, and you got to remain on those RPOs. I think one thing that you saw, Bryce Underwood, he looked good, a couple times against Maryland. But also on the road, when you played Northwestern at Wrigley, he made a couple bad reads on these RPOs. Northwestern's athletes are not even close to the caliber of Ohio State's. So if Bryce Underwood is going to get some RPO action going, you're going to need to see Bryce Underwood make the right reads. Caleb Downs specifically, he could take over this game if Bryce Underwood allows him to. So making the right read on an RPO to Caleb Downs, make sure that safety is cleared out of there and absolutely down, thinking it's a run play before you toss it up to a guy like McCulley, a guy like Marsh. So we'll see how that looks in this game. I'm fired up, though. We talked to Braylon. He got
me going, man. That was awesome.
I was so pumped up, so that's great to see. Is there anything that stood out from what Braylon said that had you specifically excited, Brendan, or something that maybe you thought was interesting that you took away from the interview?
I mean, just how confident he is. I mean, I loved that aspect. I love the confidence that, I'm not.
Shout out Matt Pax.
Like, I'm not nervous today.
Yeah.
I mean, after last year, I don't know how. I mean, I'm more excited than anything. It's exciting. This is gonna be an awesome day. And Braylon said it perfectly. I mean, everybody who needs to show up today, everybody who needs to make separation, make plays, and show up on the defense. I mean, he said it perfectly. 24-20. I say that's a pretty good score prediction. I was probably gonna say 21-10. But that's just me.
Yep, I dig it right there. Yeah, the bubble screens would be, I'd be salty as well, Justin. We've seen it way too many times. That is for sure. But one thing that we haven't seen ever is freshman quarterback Bryce Underwood taking on the #1 team in the nation, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Luckily, this game is at home, so we get to see the 5-star Bryce Underwood. We've seen his arm talent this year. Has he missed some throws downfield? Yes. Is he a freshman? Yes. Am I expecting him to take over with his legs today? Yes, I am. Take care of the football, pick up some big first downs, maybe pick up a touchdown with the legs, Bryce. That would be great to see. I got a little sprinkle on a little Bryce Underwood, Jordan Marshall parlay anytime.
I took it with
You took
you
it?
after
Yeah?
you said. So
Let's
yeah,
go. I'm
with
happy.
you.
I'm
with
happy.
you.
I'm happy as well. So you're gonna need to see Bryce Underwood be, the best athlete on the field or one of them in this
Yeah.
game if you're gonna win.
Yeah, I don't think he needs to be the absolute best, but he needs to be, like you said, one of the best. He needs to show up today, and I think he can. I mean, he's played in the cold, like you said. He grew up here. He's played fall football. I think he can do it. He's prepared for this.
Definitely need to see it. We got notorious BG JJ McCarthy
G-Mac,
is a
you
good
got a lighter?
person. 9 sucks at football. Shout out. Where are my Michigan fans at? Says Mel. Shout out to you, Mel, and shout out to everybody in the chat. Smash that like button on your way in. This is the Braylon Edwards Tailgate Takeover, brought to you by BlackRock. Gold Crown and Mad Packs, 3 best in the game right now. Literally, they haven't stopped grilling steak since the moment we got here.
It's so good.
So many, fillets over here. We got the best steaks in the game. Make sure to check out a BlackRock near you. And if you're picking up any sort of, you know what, little marijuana, little kush,
Yeah,
make sure to
shout
check out Mad Packs,
man.
and Gold Crowns.
Gold Crown. But this is a Mad Packs. I mean, this is good. This is the Ohio State pack precursor right here. This is gonna be a good day, fellas. I mean, we're out here. I love that it's cold. I keep saying it, but I genuinely do. My feet are about to fall off. I don't care, though. This is where Smash Mouth football was born. Bring out the leather helmets, and let's go. Come on.
I ain't gonna lie, I got the long johns on. I'm double socked up. Only thing I forgot was my gloves. So,
Oh, man.
that's a
Dude,
tough
I
one.
got
But
gloves. I got
Yeah.
I got my boots that I take snowboarding. I got
Oh,
wool
yeah?
socks, like I'm still freezing, man. It is
yeah,
cold out
But thank
here.
you for showing up, everyone who's here at the Braylon Edwards tailgate and in the chat, 314 strong. What a great showing by you guys, and you guys keeping it coming. I mean, you guys, we got Ohio State fans here, we got Michigan fans here, we got impartial opinions, but it doesn't matter. You guys are the absolute best.
no
All right.
way, Shane Daniel. I didn't know you were a traitor this whole entire time. 364 days. I love you guys, but today we are enemies, and I hate all of you. Go Bucks, says Shane Daniel for the $5 super chat. Shane, I never knew you were a traitor this whole entire time. Just kidding. Good luck to you. Just kidding. Go Blue, baby. Let's go. Michigan by 1 million. Shout out to Shane for the super chat. We appreciate you guys. Yeah, I'm feeling great about this game so far. I woke up in a good mood. Then we interviewed Braylon. I'm in a better mood. We got Mad Packs rolling here. We got BlackRock in the back. Best food. We got great people here. It's no better time to be a Michigan Wolverine fan than right now. Bryce Underwood, chance to go to the playoffs. How are you feeling about Bryce Underwood and his freshman season so far? How would you grade him out on his freshman year, the 5-star quarterback that obviously flipped from LSU, got the big bag to go to Ann Arbor and keep him at home? How have you felt about Bryce Underwood, and what grade would you give him for his freshman year?
I would give him a B. I think that is a very fair grade for him. He has some things that he definitely has to improve on. He is still a freshman. However, I said that a good season would be Michigan winning games and him putting up a very middle-of-the-road stat line. My projection was DJ Lagway last year. He put up 12 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, and then some rushing touchdowns. That's about the ballpark I expected Bryce Underwood to be in. He's right around there. He's more efficient because he doesn't throw as much, but I think he's having a very solid season. I don't think – but – You want to turn it into an A? I'll give you an A if you fucking beat Ohio State. Let me tell you that right now. I'm just calling it how it is.
Yeah, I think
This is how you etch your name in history right here. He will become a Michigan legend just by beating Ohio State today. He doesn't have to do anything else here. That's all you have to do. Beat Ohio State, and you're beloved.
yeah, for sure.
You're still beloved if you don't, but.
Yeah, I think if he doesn't beat Ohio State this year, which I don't even want to put out in the universe because I think that they can get the job done today, I would give him a B. I think you've seen the ups, you've seen the highs, you've seen the unbelievable throws, and you've also seen, some freshman mistakes here for Bryce Underwood. You've seen him throw some big interceptions. You've seen him make wrong reads. You've seen him fire the ball as hard as he can for a 5-yard pass down the field that almost breaks his wide receiver's hands. You've seen it all from Bryce Underwood, but you know what? I trust that Bryce Underwood will have a phenomenal career, and I would give him a B right now. But if he's able to beat Ohio State, A+, get to the playoff, this is what it's all about. I am thrilled that they were able to get Bryce Underwood in here, Justin, that he was not playing for LSU this year. You saw what happened there. Brian Kelly got fired. You brought in Bryce Underwood to always have a chance at the end of the day, and you have a chance against Ohio State because you brought in the #1 player in the country, 5-star quarterback Bryce Underwood, and I'm expecting him to have his best day as a college athlete today against Ohio State, because I believe they'll unleash him in the run game. How early do you want to see him get some touches on the ground?
I will answer that in 1 second, but I got to read some chats. We got to keep the chat involved. Carrie, I have $100 if we're losing in the fourth quarter by 17. Underwood plays like he's hurt and leaves the game. That's crazy work. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, what?
But Orphis, no, not Orphis, my bad. Keith Deeth, smoking pot on TV is the most loser thing ever. Buddy, get a life and have some fun. Like, seriously.
Absolutely.
Like, what are we talking about? We're having a good time. We're partying. It's the game. We're at Braylon's tailgate. Live a little, my guy, because Teddy Weddy is living. Bro lit up a kush. I'm a USC fan, but I like y'all style. I'm subscribing, y'all G. That's my guy right there. That's the right mentality, but the right mentality is running Bryce Underwood.
Yep.
And I expect it to be early and often. I wouldn't be surprised if the first play is a designed quarterback run with a fake handoff, because you are going to have Ohio State on, like, they are going to be, like, I don't even have a good word to describe it. They are going to be irking. They're going to be at the line of scrimmage, ready to jump. They're going to be ready to pounce. They're going to be so tight because they have to win this game. They literally have no choice. They cannot go back to Ohio losing this game. They will be chanting, "Fire Ryan Day! Fire Ryan Day!" She's laughing. She knows. There's an Ohio State fan right there. She's laughing.
She's
but
smiling.
you know too. If you lose today, you guys are calling for Ryan Day's head.
No? 5 in a row, he doesn't do it for you?
$2 million raise? Only $2 million.
Only a $2 million.
Only $2 million. All right, see, these guys know what's up, because when you win a national title, you deserve some grace, regardless of losing to your rival, okay? And, all right, so we actually have some very, very reasonable Ohio State fans, because you shouldn't fire Ryan Day. That's ridiculous. He has just won you a national title. You're the #1 team in the country. You are the favorite to win the national title again. There is no reason to fire your head coach. But if you do, have fun. Like, if you want to try to bring in someone, like, the coaching landscape in college is terrible. If you want to go try to find another coach, go right ahead. Be my guest. I welcome it with open arms.
I want to see Michigan dominate the Ohio State Buckeyes for the 5th time in a row today. That's going to be great to see. And crying Ryan on the sideline. I mean, talk about a crying Ryan. How about Jack Sawyer last year? You can't plant the flag. How about you don't lose, Jack Sawyer? The rivalry throughout the last 4 years has been unbelievable. Michigan owns Ohio State right now. I don't care that they won the Natty, because you know what didn't happen in their national championship run? They didn't beat Michigan, and Michigan went undefeated. They beat OSU on their Natty run. I believe that's better. You beat Bama. You beat Washington. You beat Ohio State. Ohio State doesn't have it. I don't want to hear it. So Michigan Wolverines going up against a rival. We got a super chat in there.
I got to read that one. Read that. Pass that shit. Go Blue. Shout out my man Body Bags. Hey,
shout out.
Pass the don't you on the left-hand side. Hey, shout out to my boy Body Bags. If you were here, I would. That's real. But a little bit of news that just came up. LSU allegedly offered Lane Kiffin 7 years, $100 million. That would make him the highest, I believe, the highest paid head coach in all of college football. And he has not won a national title. He has not won a playoff game. That is honestly insane.
He's never even been to the playoff, Justin. He's never even been,
I know,
to,
he's
the
never even been to the
playoffs.
playoffs.
That's crazy. Oh, and we
Oh,
got
dude,
another.
more
We
steak,
got some more
goddamn.
care package. It
All
is
right.
the Black Rock
Oh, these are big.
tailgate
Damn.
takeover. Braylon Edwards.
Oh, man.
We got Tim, the meat man, always holding it down, does a great job with all the clients here at Woodward Sports. Shout out to Tim. And, yeah, the steak here has been unbelievable all day long. Shout out to everybody. I saw Devin
and a joint.
Silcock say, this is YouTube, not TV. Shout out Devin. And I don't know why anybody else was hating in the first place. BMB says they got Reggie up in there. No Reggies ever. This is Mad Packs and Gold Crown. It's the best in the game. If you want to go pick some up, make sure to go check out a dispo near you. And shout out to BlackRock, as always, doing it better than anybody in the game right now. Here, live at the Braylon Edwards Tailgate Takeover. Justin, I mean, we're inching closer, about an hour and a half from the game. What are you thinking? Where are your vibes at? Where are your vibes?
Yeah, we have an hour left in the show, so I mean I'm feeling great. I'm so dialed right now. I can't lie. You could not pump more adrenaline into these veins because I'm ripping right now. I'm ready to go. I mean, I feel like I'm about to go on the field and hit someone. I mean, holy shit.
Yeah, I feel you. Talk about hitting. We don't know if we're going to have Ernest Hausman yet in this game. If he's unable to go, who are you expecting to step up from that linebacker spot? Because Hausman does it all for this team.
I mean, is Sullivan playing? He played last week.
I haven't seen anything yet.
All right, well, it'll be Sullivan. I mean, we talked about it. I mean, it sucks when he gets propelled into that number one spot. He's way better as a number two, but you know you got Rolder, and I think Rolder and Sullivan will be able to hold it down. I don't think that the linebackers are the key. I think the D line is the key and the safeties are the key.
We got breaking news.
Breaking news. Oh, what?
Breaking news.
I got the injury report.
Oh, injury report. Oh, here we go. All right, this is what I hear.
Give me 1 second.
All right. Nick, when he's done chewing that beautiful Black Rock steak, we'll hook you up with the injury report. We will know who is available for Michigan and Ohio State, or just Michigan.
Just Michigan right here.
All right.
We have, sadly, out in this one, but maybe not sad for Justin here, your least favorite player
Smash
in
Morgan.
the history of Michigan
Oh, let's
football.
go. Oh, we're so down.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Dude, that's
Oh
an
my
omen.
God.
No Samaj Morgan. I'm
amazing.
Dude.
So Miles Morgan is not in this game. We have Justin here. He is celebrating this one. But
No Samaj Morgan, people. Let's go. All right, that's a black hole off this team, people. No Samaj Morgan. We're so dialed. Come on. Woo! We're winning this game. Come on, Michigan fans. Hail to the victors, country. Hail to the country heroes. All right, can't get enough people to join in. That's tough.
1 second,
All right,
boss.
Come on, we need a better crowd. We need a better crowd.
Samaj Morgan out in this one. But sadly, starting linebacker, star linebacker, Ernest Hausman will be out of this game, not playing. You have safety Rod Moore also out. Justice Haynes also
no Rod Moore.
out.
Shit.
Rod Moore, that's a big one as well. Dominic
Rod Moore.
Nichols and Hogan Hansen are all out. So that's definitely a big time
Rod Moore is a big loss, man.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
That's a guy who just makes plays. He's got a nose for the football.
Yep.
That's a really bad out for Michigan. I don't like to hear that at all.
Yeah, I'm extremely disappointed about Rod Moore and Ernest Hausman being out in this game. I mean, you're talking about three of your best players right there, and Ernest Hausman, Rod Moore, and Justice Haynes. So that is disappointing to hear before, obviously, the game when you know these guys would kill to be out here for the Michigan Wolverines. A couple of guys are questionable. It is fullback, lead blocker, Max Bredesen, questionable in this game.
He'll be playing.
And
There's no way he misses this game.
And Evan Link, also questionable. So I want to see Bredesen out there because you're not going to go up against Ohio State, and you have to be more physical than Ohio State, I should say, in this game. And to do that, you need Max Bredesen to lay some hits, lay the body, get some big-time action in this one. Bredesen needs to be all over the field for the Wolverines. That was your injury update. Make sure to smash that like button. Make sure to get those super chats in if you want anything read out loud. Like, Keenan Giroux. Ohio State keeps wanting us to pass
Wait,
the
what did they say
Kush.
about Houseman?
He's out.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that one.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, fucking sucks.
Bad.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah.
All right, will you find Ohio State's injury report? Can I
Yeah,
know if
give
Jermiah
me one
Smith
sec.
and
We
Darnell
got-
Tate's playing?
Yeah, I really
I'm sorry to
wanna know.
put you on the.
Yeah, we got a super chat here.
Oh,
I got
bro,
this one.
Someone, dude, toss me the skin. Toss me the pig skin.
Ohio State. From Keenan Giroux, Ohio State
See if I can
keeps
get him to throw me the
waiting
ball.
for us to pass the Kush to them. But 4 years later, they are just watching Michigan light up the game. Shout out Keenan, dropping some bars there in the Woodward Sports Chat. We appreciate
I
the
don't know if he
super
can
chat.
make this throw.
Oh, no way.
No, there's
No.
a pull. No,
Next
I
thing
don't
you
trust
know,
the
a
accuracy.
camera,
God.
I don't
camera
trust
goes
the
down.
accuracy.
Camera
No,
goes
yeah,
down.
That's not a good move. Sorry, I'm too excited. Okay, you got people ripping the pigskin. I'd love to rip some catch. Good thing there's a little time before the game. We
Rip
go to
some
11:30,
catch.
so before the game, the Woodward Sports crew is definitely about to rip some catch before this watch party that we're about to ensue on. But man, what a great atmosphere out here. We got the stadium in the background.
Oh, yeah. Shout out. I saw somebody say Easy does it. I don't know if that's Easy's burner, but he says those are not Tim's. They are Tim's. I had to double check for you. First time pulling out the boots all year.
Did you find the injury report?
No, I was reading that super chat. I got you.
Come on.
What?
I'm
How the
kidding.
hell am I supposed to find this thing just off the blue?
I'm looking.
Hey, what's going on, bros? Yeah, what about? Oh, no fucking way. No, we got a fan. Yeah.
Oh my God.
This.
We got Easy's boy
No,
over
he's not here, sadly. You ever tune into the heavies?
No,
Shout
I'm
out.
good.
Let's go.
Can I get another joint though?
Yeah. No, yeah, sadly, he is not here. And we have the injury report for the Ohio State Buckeyes. We got some carrots here.
I'm good.
What's up, Doc? Let's go, baby.
We're good. Sorry.
Not a carrot guy.
That's an
I'm
injury
coping.
report.
All right,
You
injury
gotta read
report
that out loud.
for the Ohio State Buckeyes. Oh, they got a lot of people on here. Out, Zaire Jones, Malik Hartford, Quincy Porter, Mason Muggs, Logan George, Ahmad Turk, I can't pronounce that last name, Tukara, Maxwell Roy, and then questionable the two big studs, Jermiah Smith and Carnell Tate. At least they're questionable. I want to say because, yeah, I will take that. Because of Ohio State being soft, and that's just a general fact at this point. That's not up for debate. However, I do question if they play.
Yeah.
Like that's not like how Michigan. If they're questionable, they're playing. They would die to play in this game. I question the want on the other side. They're too busy, worrying about the bread, the NIL deals, the NFL. Like they don't care about this game. They're 11-0. This game means nothing to them except for their pride, and I don't think they play with enough pride to beat this Michigan team today.
I think that they are going to play in this one. I truly do.
I think they will too.
I think they're gonna play, but I hope they don't.
Yeah, right.
I'm not gonna lie. Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
I agree with you. I
definitely hope they don't. No way, yeah. There's like two of the best wide receivers in all of football are on the same team. But, yeah, I hope they don't play. But I think they just have gotten, their spirits broke the last 4 years. Ohio State never hears the end of it, how they can't beat Michigan. I think those elite wide receivers are going to come out today, and it's all about stopping Julian Sayin. And to do so, you got to get those defensive linemen going. We talked a lot about the guys on the edge for Barnum and Derek Moore. But how about some guys on the interior? We saw a guy like Rayshawn Benny really start to take a step forward. Saw a guy in Payne. Both of those guys are from the state of Michigan. They know about the rivalry. They chose to go to Michigan. One transfer from Alabama, but Benny's been here from the jump. What are you expecting from the interior on the defensive line? And maybe they could get to Julian Sayin through the middle.
I am expecting them to clog the middle and do their job. I would love for this to be like last year with a bunch of interior pressure from them pass rushing from the middle. I don't think it's going to happen. I think that they're just going to be there to stop the run today, and your edges are going to have to produce because your edges are better than last year. That is your strength now. Your strength is not interior, it is the edges. So now you have to expose them with your edges because Barham is the quickest edge in the country. And Derek Moore is very solid. TJ Guy behind him. Very good three-way rotation there. They have to be huge in this game.
Yeah, they definitely have to be huge, and they definitely have to.
I need them to pass rush. I need the interior to stop the run, and then I need the linebackers to. Thank you. Shout out to Bomber. That's my guy. Appreciate him and everything he does for us.
Shout out Brendan Bomber, B2 Bomber, absolutely crushing it as always.
Love you guys.
I think, shout out, bro. I think the defensive tackles in this game have to really dial it in. I think if you allow the Ohio State Buckeyes to rush the ball repeatedly for first downs, putting them in 3rd and short, 4th and short, I think you're going to have an extremely long day. So the two guys in the middle, Damon Payne and Rayshawn Benny specifically, I need to see a big game out of Benny. He knows this game better than anybody else right now. 4th-year senior, ready to roll in this one. Rayshawn Benny, he was a big-time recruit that you were able to land at the time. You land the guys in the state, the elite 4-stars, the 5-stars, for this game.
Dad, make sure they don't run over her generator.
Good call.
God
Oh
damn
my
it,
God.
bro.
Holy shit.
Oh, my God. That would have been so bad. That would have been so bad.
Thank
Someone
you. Oh, yeah.
almost just cut the power to the whole stream and ran over our generator. That would have, yeah, thank you.
Oh.
Shout out to my sister and Jenny going over there and saving the day.
Shout out.
Oh, my God. That was a heart attack waiting to happen, just like these Ohio State fans are going to have in an hour time.
Yeah.
And we're so excited to watch it. Hey, make sure you stay here, and we're going to have a time. We're going to talk shit, and whoever wins, we will have to sit here and take it. You can leave, I guess, but you shouldn't, because we're going to be here the whole day, pre-game, watch, and post. And, by the way, you're staying all the way through. KG's not coming. So we will be here, me, Nick, and Brandon, all the way through for all 5 hours, giving you the action. So don't worry. We will take a quick break before the game from 11:30 to noon, but we will be back with the watch party. It's gonna be dialed. We're gonna have to get you another chair, Brendan, because you're gonna sit up here. We're gonna do a 3-way stream, so we'll figure it out. But
all right.
Back to the game.
Shout out. I'll be late to my buddy's diaper party, but he's an Alabama fan, and I'll be pulling for him to lose tonight because I believe Michigan's gonna win, and you might need some help. But I don't think they're gonna keep Michigan out after beating the #1 team in the nation. Bryce Underwood, superstar, face of the program. You get that kind of notoriety, you go to Michigan, you beat the #1 team in the nation. They're not keeping you out, so. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'll be rooting for Alabama to lose tonight, so we'll see if it happens. But, yeah, here we go.
Yeah, this is going to be a good one. I got to read some – you got chat up?
Yep.
Read some chats.
All right, we got Duncan Stewart, Beer H2O. Howdy, boys. We have OSU in town for the game at high noon. Shout out, Duncan. Shout out to Crazy Clown. Hi, everybody. Go Michigan. Woo. Shout out to Crazy Clown, always big support in the Woodward Sports Network. Too many freshmen this year, says Cube 22100. Could the freshmen and the amount that we play freshmen come back to bite Michigan in this one, just strictly being inexperienced?
I mean, it could. I mean, it definitely is a slight concern. I won't lie. I just don't believe, though, that that's going to be a factor unless it's Bryce Underwood makes it a factor. But that's the only person that can make being a freshman a factor. Everyone else at every other position, you can make mistakes. You can't make mistakes at the quarterback position. This is going to have to be a Bryce Underwood game. He's going to have to play great. And playing great looks a million different ways. It's not just, oh, he threw for 303 tugs. You know? It's, did he make the play when he needed to make it? Did he get the first down on 3rd and 3 when he runs a QB power? Does he score a touchdown on a QB sneak on 4th and 1 on the goal line? Like those are the types of, does he make the throw on 3rd and 7, rolling out to his right to Andrew Marsh 15 yards down the field? Those are the type of plays that are going to define this game. It's not going to be the stat line. The stat lines don't matter in a game like this. It is about executing at the time you need to execute, and that's what the best teams do. And so when Michigan comes out today, when they get the ball the first time, because they're going to have to score on their first drive, you cannot go down in this game. You need Ohio State playing tight the whole time.
Yep.
If I was Ryan Day, and obviously I don't have the football background as Ryan Day. But if I was Ryan Day, I would give the ball to my offense first if I won the toss, and I would immediately try to go up in the game. And I would try to make this a track meet, and I would try to give your team confidence, because if you go out there and you score that first touchdown, that is a big deal, especially here at Ann Arbor. However, I don't know if that's going to happen. I could see also the inverse. I could see Michigan coming out and just stuffing them. Like Julian Sayin can't throw in the cold because, dude, it is cold out here. Without my glove, without my glove on,
just hit me.
I am struggling.
Yeah,
it just hit me.
Even with my gloves on, I am struggling, man. My legs, I cannot feel my body from the hips down,
imagine, dude, like he might be, dude, all right, I hate to say it. I'm sorry. I apologize, Lions fans. He's going to be looking like Goff in the cold, dude.
Who?
Sayin, dude. Oh, dude, what's Sayin's hand size? That's a big indicator for cold games. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, check out the size of his hands. But Julian Sayin, I mean, yeah, he's a Cali kid from San Diego, I believe. I'll have to check that out for sure. I'm trying
what's a big
my
hand
fingers
size?
are not working. I don't know.
Bad time for the zippers to not work.
Oh, my God. Yeah, terrible. All right, here we go. Julian Sayin in the cold. I'm expecting, Michigan to be able to get to him a little bit on the defensive line from the edge position specifically.
He's got 9.5-inch hands, a half an inch bigger than Goff.
Yikes. Not ideal. Julian Sayin.
That is ideal.
A half-inch bigger? I think you said a half.
I think 10.5 is like where they want it in the NFL.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 10.5.
And I like that. That's an angle.
That's an angle.
Julian Sayin with the first time playing in the cold, he's going to be looking like two-glove, Under-Armoured up, Jared Goff, turtleneck, maybe with the whole, wetsuit on. Tom Brady used to wear the wetsuit under the equipment. Yep. It's a possibility. It's in. Let me get in this selfie with my family real quick. Shout out to them. But I think that's an angle. First time playing in the cold, and I think people will be surprised because it's not like in the NFL. Like NFL, most players have played in the cold, but he's from California.
Yeah.
This is his first time he's played in the North.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, Julian Sayin, I mean, he's a hell of a quarterback. Don't get me wrong.
You need a beer koozie with hand warmers. That would be elite stuff.
Yeah, that would be ideal. That would be super nice, actually.
That'd be amazing. Some
and if you do want to hear from Braylon Edwards, Braylon sat in about halfway through the episode. Go watch that real quick. Hear his thoughts on the game. You can get some great insight with some great conversation between me, Nick, and Braylon. But then come back to the live because we're going to be doing it up. We got another 45 minutes.
Let's go,
and
baby.
We are so I mean, look at the people. How's it going, man? You doing good?
I'm seeing some Buckeyes over here.
Hell
we might have to bring a Buckeye over to see how they're feeling leading into this game. I'm not sure yet, but we might have to.
Hey, my man, Bomber.
Oh, Bomber, hooking it up.
This is why you come to stuff that's sponsored by a weed company.
Hell yeah.
Because hey, give me a joint. Oh, it magically comes to me.
That's clutch.
So huge.
Right there.
Big time.
The people with this logo, see that Mad Packs? Oh. Well, you can smoke this one with me if you want. That's all I can offer is a share. Oh, that would be great, but no rush. I'll be here all day. I'm goofing right now.
Shout out to Mad Pack, shout out to Gold Crown, and shout out to Black Rock Bar and Grill, doing it better than anybody else.
Dude, there's some insane chats. Where you at? I'm a microchip you, Ohio State. What are we talking about? Learn their ways, infiltrate Ohioans. We have some major beef going on. Underwood been in the playoffs before in high school. Yeah, I mean, he's played in the Michigan Colt.
For sure. And he's also played at Ford Field in those state championships.
I know. Well, the playoff games leading up to that.
I'm kidding.
It was pretty cold. Last year, it was really cold early. It got cold in, October.
Yeah, I know. I'm not worried about Bryce Underwood in the cold at all.
Well,
I mean, you want to talk about
mobile.
Yeah.
This is a game where potentially worst comes to worst, if it is a rock fight, you could turn around and hand the ball off 30 times and have Bryce Underwood have 15 carries, and you might win the game off that alone. That's what we're talking about.
16-13 type thing.
It could happen. Yeah. Like last year, it happened last year, and we thought this Michigan defense couldn't come in and play against that offense. But you could argue last year's Ohio State offense is better. You could argue, and regardless of the quarterback play, because I do think Sayin is better than Will Howard.
I think so too.
The running backs were better. The O-line had 2 NFL first-round draft picks on it. I mean, they had 1 returning starter, and then their offensive line is good. I'm not trying to trash their offensive line, but last year they were different, man. They don't have that type of explosiveness in the backfield, and they still had that level of wide receiver. I mean, they were slinging it last year, too. They were throwing the ball a lot more than they are this year, and they don't even have as good of running backs. So it's kind of insane the way that their play style flipped.
Yeah, one thing that I think that Michigan can do that's way better than last year.
One of the Ohio State fans, tap it in the chat. Let us know if you think last year's offense or this year's offense is better.
I think Michigan's quarterback play is just going to be the biggest difference. I mean, no disrespect to Davis Warren, but let's call it what it is. Davis Warren wasn't truly a great college caliber quarterback. And, you know, I'm never going to disrespect him in a light because he beat Ohio State. But I had to go through a whole season of watching Davis Warren as I started quarterback for the Michigan Wolverines.
That was torture.
It was not ideal, but he's an absolute Michigan legend because he beat Ohio State in the horseshoe.
That's what I said. You're beloved. That's all you got to do is beat Ohio State.
For 20.5-point dog right there. So, yeah, I think Bryce Underwood and his ability in this game with his athleticism to get out in space, make some big throws on the run, make them commit to your legs and stop the run so you
boys
can
got a lighter?
Absolutely hit it up.
Damn it.
Damn.
Shout
My
out.
lighter's like out, and it keeps.
The Cheech and Chong lighter?
No, that guy stole it.
Yeah, you got
that
one?
guy stole my
Man.
Cheech and Chong lighter. That was criminal of him.
That was crazy.
Might be one behind you somewhere.
I literally,
Bunch of
dude,
grills.
you just remind me of that. Oh, that sucks.
But yeah.
You just remembered?
Yeah, I
Oh
just
my
remembered.
God.
Oh, that's where my lighter went. That guy took it.
Yeah, I saw you hand it over, and I was like,
dude.
whoa, that's a
Oh.
nice lighter. Why are you just saying
That's
that?
the biggest crime in the smoking community right there.
Yikes.
Nope, Ohio State winning the Natty. You might win the Natty, but you're not winning this game. I tell you that.
They're going to get their little
'cause
little win streak they're on smacked off today by the Wolverines.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. What are you most excited? I guess.
I think most excited is
Yeah.
Bryce Underwood, and I'm going to continue to talk about the 5-star #1 recruit freshman quarterback because if you are going to let him loose, you're going to be able to see truly one of the most, freakish quarterbacks of, to ever step foot. I mean, I think he could already be to ever step foot at Michigan, but, in college football history, when it's all said and done, what he's able to do on a football field is truly special. They have kept the training wheels on him for most of the year. You saw him get unleashed a little bit against Maryland. They've been dialing up the runs a little bit more. You saw it more with Poggi when he was the head coach, but for the training wheels to be fully off of Bryce Underwood, you saw what happened when you went passive against Oklahoma. It didn't bode well for you. So, can Bryce Underwood, with the training wheels off, still take care of the football and make big plays for this Michigan offense? That's, to me, is going to be the biggest thing
D-Mac.
to look out for in this game. Brennan, what are you most excited for?
I gotta agree with
I found
you.
it.
I'm excited for
I got one.
Bryce Underwood. I'm excited to see what he can do. He's used to this weather. He's used to this area. He loves this team. I mean, he knows this rivalry. That's what I'm most excited for. I mean, just to see the hometown guy going up against him, and like he has grown up watching these games, knowing what it takes to win these games, and knowing how much they do not like each other. I mean, that's what I'm most excited for. But another part that I'm excited for is I'm excited
Courtesy
to
of Mad
see,
Packs. Appreciate that.
Shout out Mad Packs.
Shout out Mad Packs.
I'm excited to see what this defense can do. I'm really excited to see what this defensive line can do. I really want to see Barham show up. I mean, I really think he will.
Shout out.
What do you think,
Yeah.
Justin? What are you most excited for in this
All
game?
right. Take it easy, bro.
To see some mofos smash some face in, man. This is going to be a physical football game, and Michigan's going to try to turn this into a street fight.
Yeah.
And I'm excited, man. They're just, this rivalry, since Michigan has become relevant again, is so, like, I look forward to it now. It's not just like of old. I used to hate this day.
Yeah.
I used to groan at the fact that we had to play Ohio State. Now I'm excited. And it's the psychological warfare that we have. And an Ohio State fan, shout out to you for being honest in here and not just talking ish. Because that's, you know, we love talking ish, but at the end of the day, we're all fans and we just want to be realistic about our team. JSVA Silo in the chat, Ohio State fan here. The game is all psychology with Ryan Day. He completely chokes when it comes to play calling against Michigan. And that's the storyline here. That's that is literally Michigan's saving grace. Like, let's just be honest. Like, I'll literally be honest with you. Ohio State is a better football team, but it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. They are individuals. They don't play for the Blocko. They play for themselves. They play for the money. They play for the NFL draft stock. They don't care. They're 11-0. And Jermiah Smith, you know, preseason is talking all tough. He's like, oh yeah, I guarantee you we're gonna win this game. And now he's questionable. If he was really that ready to go and that nails, there would be no questions.
Yeah.
You are one of the best receivers in the country. And you're going to go questionable? Like, Corum wasn't even questionable in 2022. He just said he was playing. He said I wouldn't miss it for the world. That's the blue-collar shit that this Michigan team talks about, whether it's corny or not.
Yeah.
That's the toughness that they have. That is their advantage. That's why you throw it out when these teams play now. The records don't matter anymore. Oh, there's an actual Wolverine. That's actually sick. Shout out. Wearing the whole X-Men outfit. That's actually sick.
Shout out. That's
That is
awesome. We got to get that guy on the show.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
He's kind of looking like me in the Batman costume, eh?
Yeah. That's what it reminded me of, man.
Shout out. Yeah, I'm with you, though, Justin. I think the blue-collar mentality that Michigan has adopted into this whole entire rivalry, I think you're going to see that today. And I think you're going to see a guy in Jordan Marshall and a guy in Bryce Underwood use their legs, be able to run the ball effectively, better than anybody has all entire year on Ohio State. Michigan, can you get up early? Can you get Ryan Day to make those, questionable decisions in this game? Last year, the reason you won the game is because you were dominant in the red zone. I believe they had 2 field goals, 2 missed field goals, and an interception.
Yeah.
Can you dominate in the red zone again if you're Michigan's defense and hold them away from getting touchdowns? That's going to be the biggest thing. But one thing that we've seen over and over and over again this year, Justin, is we've given up some big-time first opening drives, and we've given up some early leads.
Yeah.
Wink Martindale needs to absolutely dial it in early in this game.
That's a great point, Nick.
Where you need to see the first drive of the game, you got to put out a statement, and Wink Martindale needs to be the one to do it, getting his guys in the right position.
Absolutely, because you saw against Maryland, like, they let up that opening drive touchdown, and that was just gimmicky trick plays, speed on the outside, and eventually Michigan started to figure them out, and then when they figured them out, they just shut them down. You don't have time to figure out an offense like this, okay?
Yeah.
You have to just go out there and bring your best stuff from minute 1. That's how it has to be. You cannot lapse. Like Michigan has to play a perfect, complete game to beat Ohio State today. That's how it is. And they have set themselves up to do so because they have hidden whatever they actually want to do with this offense, because I truly believe that there is a next level to this offense, and no matter what anyone tells me, there is a next level to this offense. There is something they are keeping behind closed doors, because that's the shit Michigan does, because they're so psychotic that they want to beat Ohio State so bad that they're willing to risk their entire season over it. And then I got to respect it. However, there has to be more. The fact that they had 1 RPO in their playbook. It is the slant with the handoff up the middle. That is the only. There should be 20 RPOs in the playbook, and I think that's going to be unlocked today. I truly do, because that's the path. Like, they have to pull out all the stops today.
They 100% do, and one guy that has been pulling out the stops week in and week out, getting all of the momentum in the right world.
I was talking for too long.
in the right direction. Oh, joint go out on you. But one guy that's been going in the right direction is
I'll save
the
some of this.
freshman to freshman connection.
Yes.
It's Bryce Underwood to Andrew Marsh, and this dude has been absolutely incredible the past few weeks for the Michigan Wolverines, and he's truly, taking this offense to a whole nother level that we haven't seen in a while, because Bryce Underwood finally has that star wide receiver to throw to, and Michigan finally has a star wide receiver again, first time since Nico Collins in my book. Andrew Marsh is an absolute superstar in the making, and this game defines you as a player. What was your record against Ohio State? And for these two freshmen that have had a great connection all throughout the year, this game is going to define their freshman season. Can they put an exclamation point to get to the playoff and take care of business against Ohio State? Ohio State has great DBs. We all know that. But Andrew Marsh is an elite receiver, and he is a freshman, and he is going to be ready to roll in this game. He's out of the state of Texas, but speed still kills. So we'll see if he's going to be bringing that elite speed, elite hands that he has today to this game. What are your expectations for the freshman to freshman connection, Andrew Marsh and Bryce Underwood?
TJ with the $5 super chat first. Go Suckeyes. I will not say the actual super chat. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, there we go. Woo! I expect the freshman connection to be the best it's looked all year because they grow every game. They have legitimately gotten better every single game. And they are going to have to connect on some big plays because, like me and Braylon talked about earlier in the show, you have to have a downfield passing attack. If you don't have any type of downfield passing attack, that allows Caleb Downs and Sonny Styles to just tee off in the run game, and that really puts you in an awful spot. And obviously, Jordan Marshall, I believe, is a better running back than Khalil Mullings. I don't think that's a hot take at all. If you do, that's your prerogative.
You're talking about a linebacker turned running back compared to a guy that was
Dude,
Mr. Ohio, Jordan Marshall.
People love Khalil Mullings, dude. I literally I disrespected Khalil Mullings one time, and the fan base lost their mind on me.
I love Khalil Mullings, but, let's just call a spade a spade. Jordan Marshall was Mr. Ohio at the running back position. He's going to be ready in this game. Jordan Marshall, hungry dogs. Home dogs, run faster. Jordan Marshall all day, baby.
There you go. And where I was going with that, though, is Khalil Mullings, last year, he made a ton of runs. The specific one that reminds me was when it was a critical third down. I think it was 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 2 in the third or fourth quarter, and he got stuffed behind the line of scrimmage by two guys, and he ran right through their face masks and got a first down, which was critical. I believe it was on the game-winning drive when they kicked the field goal to win it. And that is the type of shit that Jordan Marshall always does. And I'm expecting him to have a huge game, regardless of how good this Ohio State D-line is. I think that he's irking to play in this game. And the way that he talks in the pressers, the way he talks to the media, he is so ready to go. He would not miss this game. And I love that they sat him out against Maryland. He had a low-grade AC joint sprain. And coming from experience, because I've had multiple of them in my career, that is enough time for him to feel ready to go because he's going to be running behind those pads all day today.
I sure hope so, but I truly believe Jordan Marshall, being from the state of Ohio, is going to end up being a really big factor in this game, and I didn't even think of it earlier, which is honestly surprising that I skipped it because I've been doing these games all season long. Jordan Marshall being from Ohio is going to be a big factor, and I wish I would have asked Braylon about that one, actually. But Jordan Marshall, he, can take over a game with his legs. Can he keep the legs chopping? Can he get the, instead of falling forward for, 3 yards, can he push forward, knock out a couple, and get 5 or 6? Can Jordan Marshall continue to put Michigan in position where they can move the sticks, where they're not on 3rd and long? Brendan, as we inch closer to the start of this game, how are you feeling about Michigan's chances in this game?
Like I said earlier at the start of the stream, if you weren't here, I will never count out the Wolverines. I'm a Michigan State fan, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know, so I'm not a Michigan fan, but you can never count out the Wolverines in this matchup until the end of time just because of what happened last year. And while Ryan Day is the coach of this team, anything can happen because he can lose this game for you. But like you said, Jordan Marshall needs to be the one to really dominate this game. If I'm a Michigan fan, what I'm hoping for right now is 5 inches of snow at halftime, first of all. So this could turn into just a muck it up, run the ball game.
Yep.
And I'm hoping Jordan Marshall for one of those breakaway 70-yard touchdowns that seems to happen in every single University of Michigan game for the last 3 years.
Yep.
And you need Andrew Marsh to – I know that he's stepped up before, but, I mean, like, we all talk about Bryce Underwood, and yes, Bryce Underwood needs to step up for this game, but this defense and this secondary for Ohio State, you need Andrew Marsh to get open in a big way and support his rookie freshman QB in this game.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think that's my 3 key points on offense as well. I would like to see Zach Marshall, the tight end, get used a lot more. He's been inching him in closer and closer every single game to, start to take over a little bit. But Brendan, you've been bouncing around here. Shout out to Woodward Sports. Shout out to BlackRock. Shout out to Mad Pack. Shout out to Gold Crown. You've been bouncing around the tailgate. Tell us about the vibe here today. What's been your highlight of the game at BlackRock Bar and Grill, doing it better than anybody else?
I'm telling you right now, I got a full belly off all this BlackRock steaks and the Enforcer cuts that I'm eating here. They're cooking up some grilled carrots back there. They're just doing it awesome. I've been bouncing around here. This is my first ever time up at Ann Arbor for a game day. Like I said, I went to Michigan State, did all those East Lansing tailgates. It really doesn't touch those. I'm just kidding. But I just popped over there to Big Noon Kickoff over there. They got a big crowd over there. There's a lot more Ohio State fans than I thought here.
Yeah.
There's a big group of Ohio State fans over at that Big Noon Kickoff. I even ran into everybody in the Woodward Sports chat right now. Go DM Barstool Eddie. I hit him up over there. I have his number, trying to get him on Woodward Sports for the watch party. He said he would. Everybody spam his DMs, spam his comments. Get him over to Woodward
Barstool
Sports.
Eddie?
Tag Woodward Sports. Yes.
All right.
I got it. We need a little Ohio State
used to do
like on this magic.
They used to do a show with Portnoy?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I like Eddie.
But
Eddie.
he's a big Ohio State guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, they got Big Noon Kickoff over there. I mean, it really is a great atmosphere. They got all the stars over there at Big Noon Kickoff. Portnoy, Gronk, Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Everyone's over there, special guests. They had to clear out. Brady was pulling up in a black truck right up to the stage through all the tailgates.
Yeah.
That's just how you roll if you're Mr. TB12.
Oh,
but
my gosh.
it is a great atmosphere.
You got
I think
Tom
we're
in the building?
We're in the position A for a Michigan tailgate, definitely here at the Braylon Edwards tailgate takeover outside of Pioneer High School. This is exactly where you want to be.
And we got a Woodward Sports Super Chat. Shout out to TJ. I might be a Buckeyes fan, but I have a lot of respect for the U of M. I go to VA Hospital in Ann Arbor, and a lot of doctors there also work at the University of Michigan Medical Center. Shout out to you. We appreciate the Super Chats. And shout out to TJ. We appreciate you. Don't go to the stadium. This is actually my first game that I will not be in the stadium. I was in 21. I was in 23.
Did you rush the field?
During the
21?
21 and 23. Rushed the field both times. Shout out to my buddy, Harrison Long. He got me down there. It was like row 3, right in the corner of the end zone. It was unbelievable seats both years. Rushed the field both times. Shout out to Harrison Long for that one. Hit me up at the Tailgate Wins if you want to watch that video. It was a special time in Ann Arbor. Because we talked about it before. We used to dread this day, Justin and I did. We grew up at a time where Michigan wasn't really doing much in this rivalry. But there was no more sleepless nights. There was no more nightmares I was having. I used to legitimately have nightmares of this game that we were going to lose by 70. That's how you know I'm a diehard. So, 4 years running, Michigan winning all these games. I'm expecting another Michigan victory today. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be sloppy, but they're going to get the job done. I'm expecting maybe around like a 20-17 type game. I think Ryan Day ends up going for a big 4th down where maybe they get stopped on something. He tries to get uber aggressive, doesn't take the 3 points. Michigan capitalizes in front of it.
I like that prediction. I think Jermiah Smith is going to try to have a big impact on this game, especially after not scoring last year in his freshman matchup against Michigan. But like Nick said, I'd be expecting to win if I was a Michigan fan too, just after last year. I mean, you can't, Brendan, you have to expect them to not, they don't this is a different team when Ohio State plays Michigan. This isn't the Ohio State that has played every other game this year. And unlike last year where they had a couple tough games before Michigan and lost one to Oregon, they really haven't been tested this year. You know, Texas, week one Texas with, you know, a broken down, not broken down, but not – he wasn't in the zone of things yet. Arch Manning, that's really all that they've been tested by. And that defense, that secondary is not anything that would test Julian Sayin that much. So that's the one thing that I would have to look forward to if I were Michigan fans. What's the reaction right here?
We got breaking news.
Breaking news.
Oh, my God.
As if things couldn't get worse for the state of Michigan in the city of Detroit. Detroit Lions center, who just came out of retirement, has officially failed his physical and will not play this season for the Detroit Lions.
Not play this season?
Not play this season, per Adam Schefter, former Michigan man himself. This is horrible news. The Detroit Lions already lost to the Packers on Thanksgiving, and they will officially be without Frank Ragnow again. Right when you thought the tables have turned, you get your All-Pro center back when you needed him the most. Frank Ragnow failed his physical and will not play this season for the Detroit Lions. This comes after the news of the Chicago Bears beating the shit out of the Philadelphia Eagles. Ben Johnson ripping his shirt off in that locker room. Ugh. This is just a terrible time for the Detroit Lions. Please, to the Lord himself, Michigan football, pick up Detroit today. Because, God damn it, that's terrible news.
We do need something. That is probably the worst news you could have ever told me.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I was hoping it was something with the Michigan game.
I know.
You said Detroit Lions, Frank Ragnow. Out for the season with the failed physical. That's not something that he can – do we know what in his physical that he failed at or anything?
I'm not sure.
Frank Ragnow reported to our
facility. Have to get Dr. Pierce a little input here.
Frank Ragnow reported to our facility yesterday and went through the normal process of meetings. Unfortunately, during the routine meeting with our medical team, Frank failed his physical. The medical exam revealed a grade 3 hamstring strain that will keep him from participating for the remainder of the season. For that reason, Frank will not be rejoining the Lions. Frank has always been a team guy first and is a true warrior. He will forever be a Lion.
Where did he get a grade 3 hamstring strain? Cutting his lawn? I mean, oh my God.
Probably pulling a buck if it were my guess.
Probably. That's a better guess. Yeah. Pulling a salmon out of the waters. Oh my gosh. That is just, you can't describe the feeling of that after we're going into this Cowboys game on Thursday night. They're as hot as they could be. Including me, Detroit sports fans really thought that Frank was going to come back and solve all of our problems. He was going to make Goff throw better spirals somehow. He's going to make Amon-Ra St. Brown have better hands somehow.
I thought
Frank
it for sure.
Ragnow was going to come back and fix everything. I don't care. That's what I believed. And now the hope dims again for the Detroit Lions for the rest of the season. There's nothing else you could say than that.
This is terrible news. Shout out to Ed, Nick. There is no point in Ragnow to play this season. Come back last year.
Good luck today, Michigan fans.
Yeah, I didn't want him to come back. Anyway, I definitely would have wanted him back because everything was still in front of you. And even if you were a wild card team, you could have still went on a run. That's terrible news. The vibes were high. The vibes were high before that.
Let's stop talking about this, please. I cannot do this right now. This is not the type of energy I needed. Just absolutely, oh my God, that is the worst news.
Definitely the worst news.
Lane Kiffin said he'll make his decision today as well for people who care about the college news around the country. Oh man, that's a freaking, that's a, wow.
Yeah, that's a low blow. Not great right now for the Detroit.
The vibes were high.
The vibes were high.
Now they are on the floor. They're on the floor.
I think I might puke. My heart hurts. My body is broken.
This is an indescribable feeling right now, fellas.
Yeah, that's like, what the fuck did I just read? And why did Adam Schefter have to do that before the game? Schefter had the bomb. Michigan's already down. Pistons lost last night. Pistons lost their losing streak. Red Wings can't buy a game. Michigan football, only chance to save them. Did
At least the
MSU
Red Wings are
MSU
rumored
do any-
going
MSU do
after
anything?
Quinn Hughes. That's actually pretty high.
Does MSU play
Michigan
Maryland
State,
today?
Michigan State and Michigan basketball is all we have to hope for, fellas.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
all we have to hope for, fellas, and that's going to be big. But, I mean, losing Frank, what are your guys' predictions for the rest of the season? Like, are we able to make playoffs with the state of the offensive
No, we got
line
we
right
got
now?
to continue to talk Michigan, Ohio State, but we're cooked.
No.
That's the end of the line. That's the end of the line.
We
We're
might
cooked.
be able to sneak into the playoff, but
Yeah, we might be able to sneak. I don't. But
I'm broken.
This offensive line isn't good enough to win a Super Bowl. It's just how it is. With Frank, it was. Without it, it's not. And,
Yeah.
and that, unfortunately, is the reality. We can't keep talking about this. I'm going to get depressed. Got to
I
continue
will
to talk
say,
about.
yeah, Michigan, Ohio State, real quick, Justin. You mentioned Michigan basketball. Shout out. Oh, my God, just thrashing Gonzaga, thrashing
What a dominant
Auburn.
win.
2 top 25 wins. Michigan winning the tournament. They got $1 million NIL for their fun. Great job by Michigan basketball. I know this is all Michigan OSU, but I mean, you got to say they are the national title favorite right now on all of the books. All of the books, number one on Ken Pom. Shout out. I mean, if Michigan wins today against Ohio State, you're talking about two teams that could end up being in the Final Four of their respective sports.
I don't think this Michigan football team's a top 4 contender in college football. I'll just say it right now. I think they're going to beat Ohio State. I don't think they're a contender. I think they go on the road and they lose in the first round
If
of the
they
playoffs.
beat Ohio State, they automatically become a top 4 team in the country. I'll tell you that right now. I might not say that in the rankings, but to people's opinion and to the opinion of the fans around the country, if the Michigan Wolverines beat Ohio State right now, there will not be many people on these talking heads talking about a lot of teams better than the Michigan Wolverines.
It's fair. It is fair, and if they show the physicality, then yeah, they can beat anyone. But it's going to be tough. You're going to have to go on the road, most likely to an SEC school, and you're going to have to go play a road game, a true road game at an SEC school. It's tough sledding. It's not.
No, they're not going to have an easy path this year, and there's really no easy paths in the playoffs this year. With
And
how it's
also, I
shaken
don't
out,
think
but-
there's any world beaters besides Ohio State. And if
Dad,
you beat
before you
Ohio
go,
State,
put on the
That's what I'm
headset.
saying.
Put
I
on the
mean,
headset
Indiana-
before you go. I want to hear your thoughts on the game.
Papa Satawa, here we go.
shout
Papa
out
seat.
Papa
Papa
Satawa.
seat.
Great to see you as
Unmute
always.
his mic. Unmute his mic.
Take a seat.
All right, shout out to my dad. He's here. He's going to the game. Me and him, we went the last 2 home Michigan wins. So I feel bad that I don't get to go with him today. But my sister's here in my place. Shout out to her. Dad, how are you feeling about this game? Score prediction, style that it's going to be won in. Give me your take, because I know you got one.
So I shout out to you guys. What a great event. I mean, just mad props to Mad Packs and Black Rock.
Black Rock, Gold
the
Crown.
food has just been unbelievable. Justin, I will say this. The 21 game that you and I went to, and you and I were in Houston for the national championship, may have been the greatest sports memory of my life. When we beat Ohio State by 15, by just manhandling them, just physically punished them, the 5 touchdowns by Haskins, the 3 sacks by Hutch, the call at the end, oh, chop, boom, by Gus Johnson. I mean, it was just fantastic. The 23 game, we were gripping it. I mean, that drive down at the end of the game was. I mean, we were on the edge of our seats. The play by Rod Moore, I do agree with you, Justin. It's a really unfortunate loss.
Right.
He plays.
Thank you.
He makes plays.
Oh, that was a good shot.
I'd love to have Rod Moore out there. Look, I'll say this. The one thing that I question about Ohio State is they have not been punched in the mouth all season.
Right.
All right. That Texas game early, Texas was, basically tripping all over their own Johnsons. I mean, they just didn't play a good game. Arch played a bad game. I don't know that they were in the red zone until they scored that touchdown late. I mean, they just didn't. Ohio State had game control the entire game, and they have not lost it all season.
They haven't been tested.
No one has punched them in the mouth. No one has come out and said, "Hey, Ohio State, you're losing in the second half. You're in a 1-score game in the fourth quarter." I think a lot is being made on Bryce and being a freshman, but last I checked, just Julian Sayin's first year too. He is a California kid. I'm not sure that he's going to come out here in 30-degree weather and chuck the ball over the diamond. When push comes to shove, I think you can count on Ryan Day doing at least one stupid thing in the fourth quarter. Is that enough to win the game? Look, I fully expect at the start of the fourth quarter, this is going to be a one-score game. I agree with your take, Justin. It's really important for Michigan to take an early lead. I don't think you want to play behind in this game. I think that you are going to see Bryce Underwood run the ball at least 10 times. I think that's going to be a huge part of their offense. Look, if Michigan has a weakness on defense, it's their secondary. I mean, and when we came in, the report on ESPN is both receivers practiced. It looks like Jermiah Smith is going to play. They're not as sure about Lake. I think if they're not 100%, Michigan really has a legitimate chance to win this game. And I think they can and will win the game. If Jermiah Smith, if he goes off for 150 and you don't have anyone to shut him down, Zeke Berry can't keep up with him, I think that's a problem. I will say, look, I want Michigan to win so bad. I'm not going to give you a prediction that goes on the way. So how about Michigan 21, Ohio State 17?
I like it. Thanks, Dad. I appreciate it. Go have fun at the game. I'm going to miss you in there, but go enjoy it for me. I love you.
Peace
and
out.
Thanks for tapping. I'm good for now. I've had so much steak. I need a break.
Love you, Just.
I've had like 10 pieces of steak. But thanks, my dad. He's a true ball knower. A real Michigan man. Went to the university.
Go Blue.
She taught me the ways of the maize and blue since I was a young kid. So shout out to my dad. Go have a great time at the game.
Bring us home a W.
Bring us home a dub. And if they rush the field, get on there for me. Because I enjoyed a Coors Light at midfield in 2023, and it was epic. One of the best moments of my life in sports. So go enjoy the game, guys. I love you. I'll be sitting here freezing my ass off watching it on TV. But it's okay. I'm here with you people, and I wouldn't have it any other way. The trolls, the confidants, it's all here. We're having a great time. The tailgate's buzzing. I mean, they got so much stuff going on over here. They got the steaks are still ripping. I mean, it's a great time out here. Shout out to BlackRock, hooking it up all day. That steak was unreal today. And I would like a blanket. I can't lie. That's huge. Wow. What a pull.
You have to share with Nick.
I might have to.
Nick, I got something for you in the back. Maybe you can get something out.
Shout out.
Mad Packs provides the joints and the blankets. I am so dialed now. Oh, wow. I'm comfy as hell now. Ooh.
Shout out.
Now I'm dialed. I can sit out here all day now.
Shout out Publisher Tower for joining us. Big time stuff right there. Thank you so much.
Oh my
gosh.
Wow. This is unreal.
A+ treatment here. You guys know what it is. It's Mad Packs Black Rock Gold Crown paired with Woodward Sports. Honestly, lifesavers here. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. This is the Michigan live stream pregame show. We are going to be going live as well for the game, doing a watch party, and nobody does it better than Woodward Sports, Mad Packs, Gold Crown, and BlackRock. Make sure to subscribe to the channel before. Smash that like button. Shout out to everybody here that joined us for the tailgate and the pregame show. Shout out to Braylon. Shout out to D-Mac. Crushing it as always. Man of the people. Yeah, this is what it's all about. You got number 15 Michigan hosting number 1 Ohio State for a chance to get into the college football playoff and beat your rival for the 5th straight season. This is what college football is, and this is the game, Justin.
I'm so excited,
Let's
man.
go.
I'm done talking about it. Give me the damn game.
Yeah.
Get me ready for it. You can't put, like I said, you can't put more juice into this game. Playoffs on the line for Michigan. The streak is on the line for Ohio State. I mean, it doesn't get, like, the storylines are epic. And I mean, look, even if Carnell Tate is out and Jermiah Smith plays, that's still huge, taking out one of their best weapons. It really gives a big advantage to Michigan because that actually opens up the double team. You can actually double team Jermiah Smith because Julian Sayin is not mobile. He's got some legs, but I wouldn't call him mobile. I wouldn't call him Goff, but I wouldn't call him Mahomes.
Yeah.
I would call him Brock. No, Brock Purdy's a pretty good scrambler. I wouldn't even say he's at Brock Purdy's level. He's
Matt Stafford on the Lions, that could just maybe get you
sure,
like a
sure,
3rd and 9
fine.
scramble for it.
But he's not that big of a gunslinger either. He's got a nice throw. He's got a nice ball, but he doesn't have that arm strength that Stafford had either. It's very interesting, but
Some would say Phillip Rivers-esque.
no, that's golf-esque.
I think
Phillip Rivers is more mobile in the pocket than Goff. There's a difference from being mobile and being able to scramble and being mobile to be able to escape the pocket and make a good throw. Even Brady was mobile enough to move around in the pocket. That was one of his strengths of his game.
Yep, great pocket awareness there. I'm good.
Yeah, the blankets were a huge. I just took a shot of bourbon. I don't mix colors.
Justin saying he doesn't mix colors on it.
No. Go give me the bourbon. I'll take. No, give me the bourbon. I'll take another shot. But I'm not doing rocket.
He's got a lot of streaming left, Tim.
Yeah.
He needs.
I got at least 4 hours of streaming left here. I gotta lock in.
Tim bouncing around with some vodka here. We're passing around some bourbon, and we're passing around the meats brought to you by Black Rock Bar and Grill.
Stop talking
We do
about
have the
freight.
bourbon.
Yes.
He
Thank
found
you.
it again.
See, this is what we're talking. This is
What kind of bourbon
This is
we
the-
got here? No free shout-outs, but holy hell, it looks good.
wine barrel. That Woodson. Oh, it's Charles Woodson's.
Oh, it's Charles.
hell yeah, that's
oh,
sick.
Yeah, we're gonna shout that
Dude,
out
this
all
is
day
good.
long.
This is good stuff. I'm not gonna.
Let's go. We got him hammering shots over here.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. We're on a different level at the Michigan Woodward tailgate right here. This was the pregame show. Justin
That one
ripping packs, ripping shots. Justin,
Someone's gotta bring the party here, okay?
Let's fucking go. I ain't complaining. I love it.
That one's
We'll be
kicking.
here all day
that
long.
one warmed me up for sure.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Wake up. Smell the coffee, Justin. Don't leave me hanging.
I wasn't even planning on drinking today. But you know what? The vibes are too high for me
We
not
got
to.
Tim just walking around, passing around a bunch of booze to everybody. I love it. This is a great time here at the Braylon Edwards tailgate takeover for a chance for the playoffs, baby. 10.5.
Playoffs? We're talking playoffs?
10.5 point underdog. But as I've said before,
This is Detroit? This isn't the Super Bowl?
home dogs run faster, baby. And I believe Jordan Marshall, former Mr. Ohio, will have himself the best day of his career as a Wolverine and his most memorable. Looking back, when he tells his grandkids one day, he's going to say, I was a redshirt freshman, and I ran for 200 yards, 3 touchdowns, all over the Buckeyes all day long. Jordan Marshall, Mr.
For later.
Ohio,
Dialed.
needs to show up for sure.
Yes, he does. All right, we
You
got
any-
5 minutes
We
left.
haven't talked betting at all yet.
I know. That's what we're about to do that right now.
Yes, sir. I
Because we're
want your
about to
best
give
bet.
you the in-depth predictions, courtesy of Mad Packs, because these picks are mad, and you're going to have to get them because they are packed up with some great bets. So, all right. So, let's start with just a game prediction, okay? Let's start there.
Yeah.
I like Michigan to win the game because how can we not? I mean, look at this atmosphere. How is Michigan going to lose today with all these great people going into the stadium, the big house, getting dialed? We are winning this game. There is no doubt in my mind. They can't handle the physicality. We're going to run through some motherfuckers' faces today. Oh my God, we're going to do it. Let's go. And the score, I don't know what the score is. I don't care what the score is because it's going to be an ass whooping. It's going to be a street fight, and only one man's coming out of this thing alive, and it's the fucking Wolverines, baby. Whoa, let's go.
Let's go, baby. I like my score of the Wolverines 20. The Ohio State Buckeyes 17 is the Michigan Wolverines win for the 5th straight season. It is going to be a dogfight today, but as I said, and I will always say before, home dogs run faster and they bark louder. And that's the Michigan Wolverines today, baby. 5 years straight. Michigan gets into the playoff. I like Underwood to score a touchdown. I like Jordan Marshall to score a touchdown, and I'm parlaying them together. It's 25, boosted up to win about $380. That's what I'm going with today. But I do like the Wolverines to win 20-17, and the Buckeyes to lose their 5th straight game against the Wolverines.
B, what do you got?
I'm gonna.
A shot is what you got.
Yeah, a shot is what I got. Let me do this real quick.
Thank you for the blankets.
Yes, honestly,
These are
saved our life.
massive.
Saved our life.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh my gosh.
All right, now
Yeah.
the prediction.
Pulling the Kirkland vodka straight bread, and you're a goddamn animal, brother.
21-13, Michigan, obviously.
All right.
I say touchdown from Bryce Underwood, Jordan Marshall, Andrew Marsh.
I like it.
I'm calling
The
it
big
right
three.
now.
The big three.
The big three. That's what we need. All right. So now let's get into the betting. So you guys have the parlay. You already said it. You have Underwood and
Marshall.
I do like both of those. I will not lie to you. Both of those are very. Alex, relax. He's not 5 years old. He's 21. All right, relax.
Dude, I'm freezing my ass
But
off.
let
I
me
look like a
get
kid
some of
right
these
now.
lines here. All right.
That is hilarious.
I do like that. I am going to ride. I will ride. But I just wanted to get into the some of these yards and stuff. So the Sportsbook is letting you bet on Carnell Tate and Jermiah Smith. So I think that means that they're going to play. That's
We've seen it with Haynes earlier in the year where they kept him out.
That's true.
But I think
I mean,
in
the
this game
Sportsbooks
it's
will
all
take
gonna-
your money just to take your money. That's,
Yeah.
So Jordan Marshall's over/under is 80, between 80 and 90. They don't give me the exact. 88.5.
Oh, there has been a change in the spread.
What?
Currently looking at 9.5 plus 9.5. It was at 10.5 this
It was
morning.
at 11.5 before the weekend, so it keeps coming down.
Wow.
Damn, Bryce Underwood
As-
over 15.5 rushing yards. I feel like he has to have that if they win the game. Absolutely. I like that a lot. Over 15.5, I think that's a great bet. What do you
Over
think
what?
about that?
For
Bryce
what?
Underwood over 15.5.
Shout out, we got some fire outfits behind us.
Yeah, go blue, baby! Come on!
15.5 rushing.
Yeah. I know the sacks count,
Oh, yeah,
but,
the sacks count. I like it, though.
I mean,
I do. You have to. I mean, you're going to stand no
he has
chance.
to
Yeah.
if you. Is there rushing attempts? Rushing attempts would be dialed. No, there's not. All right, let's go to receiving because I think they're going to have Marsh a little disrespected on this thing. Oh, they don't. You can't even bet on it. Oh, 55.5. Ooh, that's a lot. I do think he can get that though. What
Yeah,
do
I
you think? 55.5. Ooh, that's a sick beanie. Where'd you get that from?
Oh, I just. Oh,
my girlfriend came over and put it in my pocket.
That's huge.
That's
That's sick.
badass. Shout out to your girlfriend. What's her name?
Delaney.
Shout out
Big music
Delaney. That actually is like a fucking sick ass hat.
Yeah, I had to
I
take
think
the other
I
one
just-
off. It was too big.
Just looking at this one right now. Tell me how you guys feel about this. I've been talking about him all day long. Zach Marshall, tight end Michigan. His over-under is 10.5. So one catch for 11
Really?
yards.
Are you serious?
Zach Marshall. He's been getting introduced to this offense more and more and more. It seems like he's built up a great rapport with Bryce Underwood. I like that a lot. I
Dude,
got a bonus
I do like
bet.
that a lot. Zach Marshall, really? That's his line.
I got a $10 bonus
He's
bet.
been getting
Take it.
he's getting fed.
Just take it.
Take it.
He's been getting fed lately.
All right, I'm chilling. I'm taking it just straight up. Just a little $10 bonus bet action. I'm right there for it. But yeah, I'm expecting.
I don't think my sportsbook offers that, unfortunately.
Shout out to
My sportsbook's kind of mid. It's not Caesars, so
shout out to
but
all.
Caesars
of
is elite. They don't let me use it my name. I don't know why.
That is kind of crazy. Yep, I got Jordan Marshall and Bryce Underwood. Anytime touchdown scores, 25 to win, $372. That's my best bet of the day.
Mine is, and it might be copium, but if they're gonna win this game, it's gonna be because Bryce uses his legs.
Yeah.
So I'm going with Michigan money line parlayed with 15.5 rushing yards for Bryce Underwood, and then
I like the 15
I'm also
and a
gonna
half a
ride
lot.
your Tutty parlay.
Shout out, brother. Let's go. This is what it's all about. We will be doing a Michigan watch party and post-game
Yep.
shows.
We will be back in 30 minutes. We're going to take a quick 30-minute break before, because it's going to go fast. I mean, we're going from noon to probably 4 or 5 o'clock because of the post-game show. I just don't know what time the game's going to end. I'm sorry.
Just kidding.
However,
We'll be here for all of it. So make
Yes, we
sure
will.
you tap in for the game. Talk your ish to the other side.
Yup.
Whether you're a Suckeye or whether you're a Wolverine, we'll see you at the watch party in 30 minutes. Make sure you check it out. Woodward Sports. Shout out to BlackRock one more time for the steak. It was awesome. Shout out to Mad Packs for the joints. They hooked it up. And shout out to Gold Crown. Thank you guys all for tuning in. From me, Justice Tower, from Nicholas Koloff, Tailgate Wins.
Shout
and
out.
from Brennan and Bomarito. We will catch you in 30 minutes. Thank you. We'll see you.
See you shortly.